Okay, ScaryComp V80 BizarreBub.
The following video comes from a local news station in Peru that caught something pretty creepy on camera. The station had featured a news report showing footage of a small town struck by severe weather. Residents of this town were left devastated by this natural disaster, but many of them were left totally creeped out after watching this broadcast. Apparently, something strange was captured.
I already can tell. If everyone was like fooled by it, it's gonna be some dumb shit. It's gonna be like some flat Earth type shit. That's what the hive mind of society like drafts to. I don't know why.
The segment in question starts off with footage of a school playground that appears to be completely devoid of any children.
I hope this is good as fuck and I have to eat my words.
Ni los juegos infantiles se salvaron de la furia de la naturaleza. Los columpios sube y baja quedaron flotando en el agua emposada.
Now the reporter makes it clear that the site has been abandoned as heavy rains have flooded the area. The segment then shows more footage of other sites that have also been left behind. But one—
Okay, if we're talking about an actual natural disaster, yeah, no, that's not good, obviously. You know, I thought we were talking about because of a scary part of the video.
clip in particular has left many viewers feeling a bit weird. In fact, they were left feeling beyond spooked upon noticing something strange in the recording. The news reporter is visiting a section of the town known as Santo Domingo when out of nowhere, this happens.
Desde el asentamiento humano Santo Domingo, Comité 6. Mira la escalera. ¿Cómo podría bajar aquí una persona, un anciano? Los niños, ¿cómo podrían bajar? Mira.
As the camera pans over to the base of the stairs,
My cat was distracting me and I can't, but he's laying down now. He's fine. It's good. We're good.
a strange figure can be seen.
Ooh.
It's hard to make out what exactly is being seen here, but it's clear that someone or something is there. This mysterious figure moves in such a way as though struggling to get a grip on the staircase.
I mean, wouldn't it make sense that that maybe is somebody like working? You know, like trying to fix this whole mess? No?
Residents of the town no doubt believe that this may have been the ghost of a victim who was claimed by this natural disaster, but it's still a mystery.
Una persona, un anciano. Los niños, ¿cómo podrían bajar? Mira.
Bro, I think that's a guy that's trying to fix it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie here. It's not even a little bit scary. I mean, you might see something else, but I think it's somebody trying to fix it. Sure, a ghost is trying to fix it. A ghost repairman. Whatever makes you happy about it. But I don't think this is a ghost on camera.
Los niños, ¿cómo podrían?
I missed it.
Una persona, un anciano.
No, bro, he's trying to reach under there to fucking fix this thing, whatever's going on. That's stupid, man. I mean, we're not even gonna try with that one. We're not even gonna try. It's the first one, bro. This is supposed to hook me, bro. And 80K people were like, "Fuck yeah, let's. What's gonna happen?" all right. Next one.
There. This mysterious sense of the town, but it's still Porter Ditchard.
All right, next one. Number 7.
There's a store in Brazil that is well known for selling electronics and other consumer products for low prices. But aside from being known for its competitive deals, the store is known for being haunted. Now, even though there's been a couple of stories—
Oh, I feel like a store being haunted would not make me want to go to it more. Like, let's not go to that Walmart. Let's go to the haunted Walmart. Like, I'm staying away from that one. No, unless it's like cool haunting, you know, and just sometimes a fucking aisle thing, like one of these freezer doors will open for you, and then it's just kind of a sign to like get ice cream or whatever, you know. I could see that. I don't know why else you would enjoy a haunted store. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, it's known for being haunted. Maybe people don't like it. Maybe people don't like it because they know it's haunted. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
from employees who've seen strange things at work. Only one video has caught footage of something pretty baffling. The video starts off with employees of the store looking over at security footage from last night. But as they continue to watch, something happens that spooks them out of their minds. Take a look.
Tá aqui, pô. Tá não. Não, lá vem, ó. Tá vendo? Lá no cantinho, ó. Lá no cantinho, ó. Aí, ó. Tá vendo?
Jesus da glória é uma pessoa com manto.
Ele tá muito alto. Olha aí, tá flutuando, tá flutuando agora, tá flutuando. Tá na mesma altura que ele tá naquela TV.
Bro, that's gotta be something else. Like, what do you think that's just, it's just a ghost, like, doing shit?
Ele não tem pé não, ó.
Isso aí tá flutuando. Foi aquela hora que eles pararam lá? Foi. Mas não vem aqui não, pô.
Meu Deus do céu.
Bro, that's gotta be them trying to forward this thing of them being haunted. This has gotta be like a marketing thing for them. Like, no way, bro. And this is from 2014? What? Why is this video from 2014? I don't know, dude. I think that's just them trying to push their agenda, and they're like, it's got to be something physical, bro. That's not like something. That's not like a shadow. That's like a whole ass physical. It looks exactly like whatever this is. So, that's a physical object, bro. Either that's a person or some shit. Like, I don't know. It's got to be for their marketing, though. There's no way this is real. Dude, 2 fucking duds right off the bat. Oh, man. There's going to be a good one in here.
March 23rd of 2023, somewhere in Oregon, a motorcyclist was recording footage of an off-road trail when something completely unexpected had occurred.
Oh, bro, Moto Owens? Okay, well, fuck me. I was just trying to see what the name was. Excuse me.
Off-road trail when something completely unexpected had occurred. This
I thought his name was cool. It's Moto Owens, but the same O with Owens and Moto. So confusing that is because I don't have the visual. Never mind. I'm over it.
Cyclist, whose name is Eden, has been here before, but for some reason, he seems uneasy this time around. He can't shake the feeling that something is very different about this path. Now, it wasn't until traveling further up that something pretty creepy was captured. Take a look.
Wait, why are you Oh, okay. This is more normal. I was gonna say, why are you just riding through the fucking woods? Like, are you just waiting for something bad to happen?
That's kind of creepy.
Dude, is that like normal though? Do bones just end up decay? Like bodies just decay and then the bones eventually, like how long does that take? That would take forever, no? Like, this wouldn't be normal. This is somebody who, like, pulled the bones out. I would imagine. Hang on. Sorry, I was having OBS problems. Oh, right. How long animals take... I have to do this with one hand. Compose... in nature. There goes my cat. Animals decompose in a matter of weeks to months for soft tissues, though skeletons last for years. Oh, so that's probably normal then, actually. There's probably a bunch of bones around. They just, like, scattered them, which is creepy. So, okay. I wouldn't go any further. I don't know why you would go further. Oh.
The sound
was
of
it?
someone or something approaching Eden can be heard close by, although it could be that a bobcat was heading towards Eden, as the pile of animal bones seemed to suggest that.
Bro, wait, what? This video sucks ass, bro. Is that it?
Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's 2 ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail going on for...
Bro, this just seems like a bad idea, you know? And on top of that, like, you're loud as fuck. Like, that thing is so loud. I feel like anyone's gonna be able to find you, and you gotta start it up. to get out of there.
Ever. It just got really quiet really fast.
That was crazy. See what I'm talking about? Oh my god. Oh. Bro, I guarantee he thought he was fucking dead right there. No way, bro. It didn't pull. What was it, though? I didn't see anything. Bro, I couldn't see it. It looked, it's on a potato, bro. This is filmed on a fucking potato. I can't even tell you that there's something there, bro. I don't know. That one's just a little like, I mean, you're out in the middle of no, like, it could easily be a person. And they're just trying to, like, find a place to be at where you're not going to be, you know. Sorry, making noise and stuff. Alright, yeah, this one sucks, man.
From the bushes. Upon looking closely, it appears to be crouching and walking slowly as though stalking its prey. Terrified beyond belief, Eden starts the button.
Bro, what? What? No, it is not.
It just got really quiet really fast.
Crouching and walking towards him? No. Why did it stop then? Like, I feel like that's just somebody living out here, you know? I feel like that's usually what these are. And people are like, oh, no way someone's living out in the woods. Bro, there's people who live out in the fucking woods. That's a real thing. Like, I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. Like, that's what happens.
To this day, this video...
It's more likely than... Like, they think it's less likely than that there's a real person, than it has to be a ghost. It has to be a paranormal, other dimension entity. Like, what are we fucking talking about? Next one. These are all duds.
In the following video, a woman is lying in bed when she points her finger to the ceiling. Although the person who's with her has no idea as to what she's seeing, it's what happens next that leaves them pretty spooked. Now, the person who's recording her is her daughter, and the reason she took this video is because as of recent, her mother has been acting strange. Erica Ponce, the daughter recording this, states that her mother has always been a sensible and healthy woman. To her, she's more than just a parent, but a friend as well. And just like friends, they would often go out and spend time with each other. From having mother-daughter dates at their favorite baseball stadium, to shopping at the fanciest mall in town on a very low budget, Erica can't imagine a world without her mother. But unfortunately...
Yeah, bro. I mean, this is going to be another one of those where they're actually just, like, going through their last moments or whatever. Or, like, you know, stages of dementia and stuff. And, like, I feel like this is just going to be sad. This is not going to be, like, scary.
Really bad week.
Now, as time went on, Erica noticed that her mom has been acting slightly off. She's been saying and seeing things that don't make sense. One day, she grabs her phone to record this.
Yeah, bro, she's losing it. That's all it is, man. She's getting old. Like, I mean, you can kind of see it in her eyes a little bit. Like, she's not fully, like... Bro, I'm just going to move on through this one. This is, like... I don't know. This is going to be sad. Bro, it's just like that other one. That was, like, a straight up fucking a domestic abuse situation. Like, actual, like, filming of that. And then they're like, oh, but it's a spirit and he's attacking them. It's like, bro, like, this is a real sad situation. Like, can you not make a stupid fucking joke about it? Like, I know they think it's, like, serious and stuff, but, like, I mean, you're kind of fucking with people when you do that.
It's late at night when a man who's by himself enters an abandoned house. He walks carefully around the place.
Bro, why? Why? Why are these people doing shit like that? Like,
as though acting with caution. This house, according to him, has a very strange history. Now, the district where the house is located has prohibited anyone from entering the place, and for good reason. There's something about this house that isn't right. Neighbors say that an old man used to live here before eventually passing away from old age. What's strange about this though is that nobody
Bro, I already know. I guarantee that this is a house that they could not sell because of some like hazardous situation or, you know, whatever. Like either that or they couldn't sell it because they didn't want to like move on the price. This happens with homes all the time. I'm sorry, I'm a realtor, so I have to talk about it. But I mean, this is like, again, gonna be a normal fucking thing. And this dude's straight up trespassing.
artifacts belong to one single man who lived all alone. But strangest of all are the events that took place after his passing. Nearby residents have seen shadowy figures standing near the windows of the second floor, and
Bro, that's a stain, bro.
the sound of children laughing during the nighttime. Knowing this, the man treads carefully as he expects.
Bro, that's like people who are like, I see Jesus in my toast. Like, that's the same effect, bro. Like, are you serious? You think this is a person standing right there? That is very clearly on the window right there. I don't know what's going on here. Could be furniture in the back that changes the lighting. Like, come on, bro.
Knowing this, the man treads carefully as he expects someone
I'm tripping.
or something to appear. He walks around when only moments later this happens.
Wow, this house is fucking old, bro. No one's touched any, like, that's old, bro. You can, like, try finding a fucking TV like that anymore. No way. Wow. And the carpet alone, like the flooring. Tacky. Oh my god, why did we start the clip so long ago, brother? What do we want? We're just watching him do a walking simulator. Like, what the fuck? Oh no. Oh, don't touch that shit. That's way too intricate, bro. That's, you know, the worth of that? I don't care what it costs. Like, I don't know if he made this himself. Like you know, I don't know. That's awesome if he did, but I don't know if he made it himself, but these are like expensive alone, bro. Like, have you ever been to Hobby Lobby, bro? They have literally dollhouses like this, like full size models that you can just buy and then make it. Crazy. Like hundreds of dollars. Some are thousands. Like, it's insane. I still wouldn't fuck with that though. Like, this old place, and then this is here, bro. He got this like 20 years ago, bro. This is like some handmade shit. Eh. Dude, I know we're watching a scary video, but I love the layout of this home. I love the way they do those. You know, I think it's like I don't know, China or Japan. I'm genuinely not sure. But it's cool. Like, it's a one common room, and then all the other, you can get to the other rooms that way. But it's like more focused on like the living room situation, and I think they'd consider it more than like a living room, which is sick. Like, side note, super off topic.
It's what
Dude, I don't know about that. That kind of feels set up to me. Like, especially the dust shadow on there, like that. Like, that thing straight up just got knocked over. And fell how? Like, that sound? Does that make sense? That noise to where it was at and where it is at now? Nah, I don't know. That feels like y'all pulled it or something. Nah, bro. Nah, that's fake. That's fake as fuck. That just feels fishy. Nah. Is there more? Is that it? Wait, what did he
Heading up,
say?
it's what happens next that leaves them shaken up.
Okay, so that wasn't it. So we're gonna... Okay. No, because that didn't seem like...
He continues to explore the house
Enough.
by heading upstairs. He sets up a second camera to record the entire floor from a different point of view when this is captured.
Bro, this is a straight up creepy house, like, anyways. I was gonna say, bro, he adds the noise and it fucks everything up. Like, it makes it more scary. Like, that's not part of the video.
In just a couple of frames, a small silhouette can be seen standing against the wall.
Bruh, really? That's genuinely a fucking shadow.
It wasn't until later that the man had noticed this, but had he seen this during his tour of the
Alright, I'm so over this video. Bro, this is the worst fucking one, bro. And now it's locked on him. The ghost locked the door. Bruh. Bro, what are you doing? What are you dancing and like doing the like? What are you fucking doing, bro? Like to open the fucking door, you're spinning around. Like this doesn't even seem legit, bro. Look at this shit. Like, what are you doing? Nah, this is fake as fuck. Sure.
as if seeing the door open on its own wasn't creepy enough.
You mean you stop the recording, bro, and then you put a freeze frame of that frame and said, "Oh, wait, what are we gonna
but
say
fails
now?"
to record the rest as the camera had stopped recording.
Because he
However,
pushed the
it's
button.
right before then that something downright chilling was captured. As the camera pans over to the room that he just came out of, a dark figure can be seen inside. It seemingly stands there as though observing the man.
That looks edited to me. Like that's not what I saw at all. Like, is that a completely edited picture? I don't know. I don't care. It's fake as fuck. Like, seriously, like that's so dumb. And I just feel like the way they act and stuff is just not like, it doesn't line up with like what a normal person would do. Like they're doing like weird things. Like, I don't know if it's a Like the door thing. Like he's dude probably spinning around and shit, trying to open the door, like trying to look like he's panicking in the camera. Like that's just you're just doing too much, man. I don't know. And I think in most situations, if you really were scared and you thought there was like something there, you'd probably at some point like drop the camera, stumble a little bit. Like what he was doing was not stumbling. That was like intentional stalling. Fuck, man, this is terrible, bro. This better be the first one better be so good, bro.
On October 25th of 2022, a paramedic posted a video of something freaky that occurred during his lunch.
No, every paramedic one is super dumb. It's always just, oh, the door opened. The automatic door opened. Oh. So stupid. So fucking dumb. And they're here bored as shit because no one's dying, I guess. So they're sitting out here making fucking TikToks. Like, what are we... I don't know.
Break. The video is pretty short, so not much happens. But it's a certain detail caught in this footage that makes it quite disturbing.
Bro, that looks like a really old phone at this point. Is it? This is 2 years old. That looks like 2 years old. My bad.
The video begins with the paramedic filming inside a hospital where a couple of surgeons are getting ready to transfer a very sick patient to a different wing. The paramedic walks out of the hospital to record them coming through. It isn't until later that the doctors arrive with the sick patient, who according to them passed away only hours later. The paramedic then stops recording. Now, it was only after finishing work that the paramedic had watched this video and noticed something strange about it. Looking back at the footage, they noticed that during the time they were waiting outside for the doctors to arrive, something unusual was caught in the background. Take a look.
Oh my god, his
If you
camera
look
work.
closely at the hallway inside the hospital, a dark, shadow-like figure can be seen standing at the end of the hall.
Bro, that looks like someone pushing a wheelchair. Doesn't it?
It's there for just a few seconds.
That's a bitch in the back pushing another lady in the wheelchair. I'm so over this, man. This one sucks.
Unexplainable on camera. This next one shows something highly unusual. Joanna Pascoe posted the following video after noticing something peculiar inside her daughter's bedroom. Her daughter, named Evelyn, is Joanna's first child who was fortunately born without birth defects. Before Evelyn, she was pregnant twice, but tragically, she had lost both pregnancies from having 2 miscarriages. Ever since experiencing this traumatic event, Joanna has been very caring towards Evelyn. She would constantly look over at the baby monitor to see what she was up to. But one day, she had looked over and saw the strangest thing. While checking on Evelyn, she sees this.
I feel like that was so unnecessary to add in that she's had 2 miscarriages and the third one is a success for her. Like, why? And it made it like a real negative light kind of thing. Like, so she's really making sure she's taking care of this one because fuck, she really fucked the other 2 up. Like, bro, we didn't need that at all. This is like a 2-minute story, bro. We don't need all that.
Okay, that's not possible. What the f is that? What is that?
Why do people freak on shit like that?
What is it? Look at the way, look. It's lingering. Is it the light outside? Like, there's no pinhole, empty, like, the curtains, I pulled the curtains closed. And it's not leaving. It's getting near her. Oh my god. Did she just touch it? Where did it go?
A small ball of light can be seen floating around Evelyn's crib. It seems to follow wherever she goes and doesn't seem to go anywhere else beyond the crib. Even stranger is that Evelyn appears to see the ball of light and even chase it.
Bro, could that not just be a fly? And then, I don't know, somehow your camera's like picking it up kind of weird? No?
She goes and doesn't seem to go anywhere else beyond the crib. Even stranger is that Evelyn appears to see the ball of light and even chase it. It's as though whatever this is interacting with Joanna.
What are you gonna fucking can do about it, though. I mean, you literally can't do anything. You just have to be like, oh, that was scary. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
And his daughter. Among many things, viewers believe this may have been one of the spirits of Joanna's unborn children playing with Evelyn.
That's why you put it in there. I hate that. I was just saying that shit. Wait, was that this video? I think so. I was just saying that earlier. I hate when they try to like amp it up like that and shit. Like, stop.
Others think this might have been a guardian angel or an entity of some kind. Regardless of what this might have been, Joanna feels comforted by
Oh, so you could have left all that shit out and been like, oh, some kind of angel or guardian something of something. Like, bro, that was so much better. We didn't have to go all dark and shit. Like, trying to juice it, bro.
this mysterious presence. To her, it's as though something else is looking over Evelyn. Given how much she cares for her daughter, she doesn't mind having something else look after her child.
Or like a firefly? Like, is it possible that you maybe had a fucking firefly in there? I don't know. That sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. I'm trying. Okay, I guess that one wasn't that bad. I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid. I always think the orb things are dumb, and they're just like a free way that you can be like, oh, I caught something. But I doubt. Especially when it's like a camera like this, that's like kind of night vision and stuff. Like, it's going to project some things kind of weird, you know? Ugh, I don't know. Okay, this one better be good. Otherwise, this whole video is fucking dog shit.
Secluded forest. Both friends were shooting a video for a small project, but little did they know that the spot they were shooting at had a chilling history. The story goes that a few years ago, a boyfriend and girlfriend were camping somewhere deep inside this forest where nobody could see them. The reason for choosing this spot was so that no one would catch them doing drugs. But this
What? They went camping so they could do drugs? That's weird. I don't know. I think that's a little weird.
was a bad idea. Within just a few hours of taking a hard
I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if you're gonna go in a tent in the woods to do like meth, I feel like that's kind of a problem. Like, I feel like you maybe should reevaluate some decisions. But if you're gonna like go out camping and then like smoke weed or something, I guess that's fine. You know, like that's not that weird. Or like do some mushrooms or something. But like, I don't know, doing like heroin strung out in the forest, like in a tent alone where nobody can see you, that seems like a bad idea.
substance, the boyfriend suddenly falls to the ground and begins to convulse. He had taken too much.
And that's why that would be a bad idea. If you OD in the woods, that's a really bad situation. There's nothing she can fucking do. Like, nothing.
And eventually passed away. Immediately, the girlfriend began to scream for help, but nobody came. Now sadly, she too had passed away, but her cause of death remains unknown. It wasn't until much later that the police arrived and found their bodies. Ever since then, the forest has been said to be haunted by the spirit of the couple. Although,
I mean, isn't it likely that she also OD'd, like maybe soon after because he did, and then she didn't want to deal with it or the cops or anything? Actually seems like pretty plausible to me that it's not like a demon.
some believe this, the following footage has left many wondering if something haunts this place. The two friends are walking alone inside this forest when this is captured.
What if I screamed to scare the demons?
What?
They would mimic your scream. Oh. That never scared me anyway. Maybe it's just a bunch of kids trying to summon demons. That in the forest we're in? Yeah.
She just found that found that perfect rose right there? That's cool.
Upon listening closely, the sound of faint screams can be heard coming from the forest. The two girls initially shrug it off as they think it might be some kids playing around in the woods. But as they continue to listen, they begin to realize that the screams are getting louder and more frequent.
Sorry. Distractions in this one. Anyway, I don't know how you just ignore screaming like that when someone. I would think it's like somebody in an actual like physical altercation, like a car accident that they can't get out of the car, or like a natural, not like a disaster. I don't know what you would fucking call that. Like an accident, like a natural. I don't know. I'm over it. This video.
The more you listen, the less scary it sounds. The more I listen, the more scary it sounds. I sound like one of those now.
Nah, that does sound like kids just screaming.
Oh, you gotta yeah.
Bro, this is so I'm so fucking done with this video. I don't know if I can do these anymore because they just piss me the fuck. Every once in a while, there's one good one. There's one good fucking clip, and you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe it goes to real or something. It's fucking annoying, dude, because you keep on doing this dumb shit. And this isn't even that old, man. We watched a 3-year-old one that was better than this, and I feel like sometimes he just pumps these bitches out. Like, I don't know, man. Pissing me off though, man. Like, what was that? It was like, what 37 minutes? Holy fuck, man. I just spent 37 minutes of my time and I didn't get anything out of it, like, in terms of what, because ScaryComp, bro. I wasn't scared the whole time. I was more fascinated with the house than anything. Like, that was my takeaway from this video, is Japanese, Chinese houses are sick, the way they're laid out. That's what I got from ScaryComp V80, bro. It's a problem. That's a fucking problem. Anyway, if there's 5 more likes, I'll do this one, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. By Damon Cassidy, WTF is happening to entry-level jobs.
Statistics. Gen Z is facing the worst entry-level job market in nearly 40 years, with 2/3 of all entry-level roles filled by those with over 7 years of work experience. And with most employers not even considering hiring recent grads, AI is projected to...
Bro, wait, 74% said what?
And with most
74% said Gen Z is the hardest age group to work with. Oh no, I don't know. I don't work with anybody that's like Gen Z. Does anybody like have issues with that when they go to work? I don't know. Let me start over. We were hit with a lot there.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Gen Z is facing the worst entry-level job
37 years. Stop blaming Gen Z.
Market in nearly 40 years, with 2/3 of all entry-level roles filled by those with over 7 years of work experience. And with most employers not even considering hiring recent grads, AI is projected to eliminate 50% of all entry-level roles just within the next 4 years.
Yeah, dude, I've been hearing lately, and I feel like it's a good take that now college degrees aren't worth as much, so college shouldn't cost as much. But I mean, obviously colleges aren't going to do that and devalue themselves. But I agree. Like, it doesn't mean that you're going to get a job out of college, which is crazy. But I'm sorry it's so early that I'm pausing so much. But man, I'm probably going to have a lot to say on this. I do recruiting for a job, by the way, just so that you understand why I'm talking about it so much.
Raising the question, will Gen Z's career be nothing more than dead-end jobs? Well, you'd think that with every generation having been sold on the importance of a college education, only to then graduate into a job market actively gutting entry-level jobs, that as Gen Z faces the worst layoff since 2009, the second straight year of historic job revisions, stagnant wages, and mass outsourcing, all alongside rapid technological expansion, it would finally be enough to prove the system is failing the nation's workforce. But instead, society continues to lack any forward thinking.
When they talk about the recent grads having a hard time finding work, poor you, suck it up, Buttercup. I came out and started working after the .com collapse in 2000. Like,
I hate when kind of old head people like that do that. Like, they just use their past as like a justification of why you shouldn't struggle currently, which is like, it's been easier in the past historically. Like, it's harder now than it has ever been for people to do anything, to like get a home, to get an education that is valuable anymore. Like, to do any of the things, raise a family. Like, it was $340,000 now to get a kid from, birth to high school, like graduate high school. And then that doesn't even count college. So you're spending like $500,000 to raise a kid nowadays. Like, who's just like, you know, popping out 3-4 kids? You know, you got 2 million in the bank. I don't know. And I don't know. That arrogant talk is so annoying, because even at my job, like a couple of weeks ago, it was different. But right now, it's like I couldn't put anybody on if I wanted to. There's no room. Everybody likes working apparently, so no one's leaving, and that's good for me because now I'm chilling. But it's harder to get a job now. I agree, and especially where I'm at, I've been in the same place since 30 years in Vegas, so I know how it used to be to get a job, and it was actually really easy. And now, oh my God, it's a struggle. So you just keep whatever you have, even if it's not that good and they don't treat you that well. Oh, and let me put this on. Oh, you know what? I could just click the button. I'm tripping. All right. Anyway, that'll go. But no, yeah. Okay, I'll stop ranting, yapping.
It's supposed to be difficult.
Leaving Gen Z to pay the cost of decades of economic mismanagement as the nation prioritized a pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality over actually addressing the systemic issues. As a relentless push for a college education, deindustrialization, and the endless pursuit of shareholder profits all took hold throughout the 1980s, corporate hiring practices fundamentally abandoned the firm handshake mentality, prioritizing the bottom line over long-term workforce stability, particularly when it came to entry-level roles. A Time magazine piece titled "The Blue-Collar Workers' Low-Down Blues" captured the growing despair among America's working class through.
For example, brings home $100 a week and he sees no way that he can finance a college education for his 8-year-old son. Wes asks, what kind of future does my kid have when you can't even get a job with a high school education? And some blue, that's crazy that they thought that before, because that used to not be true at all. But I think now it's becoming more true, and they are requiring it. They're just not hiring you, which is crazy, because they, like he said, oh, there it goes. 7 years of experience, on average is what is getting jobs. But I've always said, like, everybody lies on their resume. Everybody lies on their resume. So, I mean, don't like completely lie, but you can brush it up a little bit and say you've worked, stretch a place that you worked at or something like that. Like, I mean, I don't advise it because people can find out pretty easily. Like, we got ways. But, I mean, especially if it's just a whatever job like McDonald's or something or Taco Bell, like you could easily get a job like that without a college degree. That's not one that you need it for. But I think they do require that you graduated high school, which sometimes is a struggle for people.
Workers like William West, a crane operator in a coil plant in Braddock, Pennsylvania, who saw no way to finance a college education for his 8-year-old son, asking, what kind of future does my kid have when you can't even get a job with a high school education? Throughout the 1980s, only 28% of all jobs created were in high-level occupations, leaving high school graduates to fill the growing opportunities concentrated in low-wage service work such as waitstaff and janitorial roles, with wages for young men falling from $12.19 in 1979 to $8.72 in 1990.
Bro, I didn't know that. Wow, they messed it up like way before people thought it was messed up. I mean 1995. I was born in 96, so, I didn't know any different. It was $8 when I came out, so I didn't know it was 12 at one point. That's crazy. They were getting paid really well. That's why it was so good before. Wow. And that's like minimum, or no, not minimum, but like average wages, because everyone was paying minimum wage, I think, or like significantly more, and then minimum wage kind of like crept up. But anyway, wow.
95.
Oh, I was gonna say, although like older people now, well, not to hate on them or anything, but the older people now are working these kind of jobs. Like 30-40-year-olds are working at like Taco Bell and McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff, like, and Target, Walmart, whatever, But like, yeah, I feel like it's like older people now that work there, when it should be, those people should be in higher positions because they've worked so long, Like they've done something, so they should be in higher positions, but I guess those just get filled up and those people never leave, which is the problem. And then you just run out of spaces and whatever. But it's so annoying how that whole thing works, because they already have favorites to like fill it. Whatever. I'll stop ranting. Jesus, we're only 2 minutes in. This is gonna be way too long.
Wages for young women declined from $9 and a penny to $7.43, setting the foundation for an entry-level job market where a college degree became the true barrier to entry. Alongside a high school education becoming worthless in the eyes of employers, and fathers having to apologize to their sons for the embarrassment of their blue-collar occupations, the collective pursuit of a college education simply turned a degree into just another baseline in hiring, shifting entry-level roles to begin demanding years of work experience. Don Franklin, director of executive recruitment for Kimball's Midwest, told the New York Times in 1983, "A few years ago, we were happy to find students who had done well academically and were enthusiastic about our company. Now, in addition to good grades, most of my colleagues in retailing are hiring graduates who have had work experience, preferably in this field, and who played a leadership role in extracurricular activities. At the same time, the oversupply of graduates began forcing many into positions far below their qualifications." Bob Junius, manager of college relations for Continental Bank, noted that more and more graduates, specifically those in liberal arts, tell our recruiters that they are willing to be tellers or secretaries if they cannot get into one of our management training programs. But we ultimately choose.
Dude, I hate all the corporate speak because all of it's like sounds good, but it's made to sound good. So that all sounds like you might have, if you cannot get in, like that means you're probably not going to get in. And then management training program. So you have to get through the training program first and you can barely get into the, you know what I'm saying? Like it all sounds nice, but it's all dressed up to be that way. That's what's so annoying about corporate. But I've been in it so long that I feel like I'm good at it. So I'm, speaking my language there,
Not to hire them, as we suspected they would become frustrated, and as a result, less productive if we couldn't move them into a better job relatively quickly. And we just can't guarantee that, resulting in tens of thousands of young individuals being pushed into dead-end roles that limited long-term career mobility, setting the—
Yeah, bro, and they just told you that it was like, oh, dude, like 2 years, 1 year, you'll be running this whole place. But it's like, you can only tell that to so many people, because if everyone actually did it, there'd be no spaces left. So it's just like a flawed model.
Foundation for the nation's workforce to be forced to work more hours than nearly any other developed country just to barely scrape by. And rather than taking the steps needed to ensure that the next generation entered a fundamentally different system, Gen X was met with the same response. Suck it up, Buttercup. Gen X, adhering to the same societal promise their parents had received, entered adulthood during the highly competitive dot-com boom and bust, where a growing surplus of college graduates, combined with prior work experience already becoming the baseline in hiring.
And the craziest thing is you'd actually just walk into Target and be like, hey, can I work here? And then they'd be like, yeah, we'll give you an interview. And it just happened like that. And it was like simple, like before Gen Z's time, I guess, because y'all were not looking for jobs at the time. But it was so easy to get a job. Like I went out and got a job at the movie theater, like nothing. Like it was so easy. And I stayed there for like years. So, I mean, I feel like it used to be really, really easy. But now it's like, nah, like if you just getting into a job, you're going to get like a seasonal or like something that gives you less than 20 hours. So you won't even want to keep working it to get the promotion. So, it's tough. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Allowed companies to offer far lower wages to the first generation carrying substantial student loan debt, effectively turning entry-level jobs into roles requiring expert-level ability for entry-level pay. John Conway, an intellectual property lawyer, reflected in 2001, "We were stuck in entry-level jobs, and the income didn't increase with the cost of living. Everything is delayed, from home buying to child rearing. In the middle of the game, the rules changed, and the bar for success was raised beyond our means once again." And rather than redefine how the nation's future could combat these rising costs and stagnant wages, did millennials receive the wisdom needed to course correct and avoid repeating history? By 2008, millennials had become the most educated generation in history, with 70% pursuing higher education by the age of 25.
And then it's going to test the same model, and then there are not going to be enough spots, and then they're just going to run you through it'll be, just this period of time, and maybe.
Yet within a year, unemployment for young adults surged to 19.2%, double the national average. And despite the entry-level job market already demanding a college degree and work experience, all for embarrassingly low pay, companies increasingly turned to internships as a direct replacement for traditional entry-level roles. In 1992, only 17% of college students had participated in an internship, but by 2008, the number had increased to 83%, with a 2010 NBC report revealing.
Yeah, they loved that too. I bet they milked it because most of it was unpaid. So they were just getting free work from everybody with the promise of a job that it would never actually come. And that was like more drastic than the current cycle is. Like that's so much worse. And they were just doing, that was how it was. You would get an internship at Google or some big company and they'd promise you could work there, but they're only going to pick a certain amount of interns and they have too many. You know, they always do that so they can like seek talent. It's just like, it's kind of unethical, but there's ethical standards to it. You know what I mean? It's all corporate, you know.
Feeling that employers posted 3 times more unpaid internships than just 2 years prior. And by 2016, the global financial crisis resulted in millennial families to be 34% below wealth expectations. But instead of confronting how the system had failed, older generations dismiss the outcome as nothing more than laziness and entitlement.
Yeah, dude, I made a couple videos on that where I don't think it's that they don't want to work, you know. They obviously want to work, but they don't want to work for certain conditions. Like a lot of jobs now, like they're mean to you. They're straight up mean. And they just are like, you're a number. We'll just replace you next week. So if you're not going to get on board, then get out of here. There's no training. Nobody like, you don't ever learn anything past like the first week or two. You're just doing the same thing forever. You're not like learning a new skill or like developing as a worker. But yeah, no, they want to work, but it's not for that, you know, the treatment or the pay. A lot of times the pay, I don't understand. $12 an hour, you know, 18 hours a week. I mean, you're not even getting any money at that point. Like, why even go commute the time to work? I mean, dude, Uber or DoorDash at that point, you'd be making more money.
Entitlement, with not a single thing having been done to prevent it from happening again. While the United States has lost 43% of mid-wage occupations since the global financial crisis and gained 58% more low-wage jobs, Gen Z is now aggressively
Ew, is that what they do back there, bro? I didn't even know that.
Financial crisis and gained 58%.
It's just a gross dispenser that probably has like crusty like condiment on it. Ugh. And then it's touching your burger, like ugh. I don't know. And then like if they change it, there's just like some old stuff. You think they like clean it out, you know? Ugh. Yikes, that's a bad visual.
More low-wage jobs, Gen Z is now aggressively competing for lower quality roles, straddled with immense levels of debt.
Yo, are they already getting rid of people in what?
Since the global financial crisis and gained 58% more.
Sorry.
Low-wage jobs. Gen Z is now
dude, they're straight robots doing everything.
Aggressively competing for lower quality roles.
Y'all are working right next to it? I'm a little confused here.
Straddled with immense levels of debt in a market where over 70% of entry-level jobs require a college degree and nearly 40% demand 3 to 5 years of experience, all while median entry-level wages sit just slightly above what a Ford factory worker earned in 1914, in a system where even internships no longer function as an entry point into the workforce. Despite 75% of employers claiming they are struggling to fill job vacancies,
you can't even find an internship anymore. They don't offer them. They're not doing it anymore. So like it's just definitely not an option anymore, like at all. And like I wonder why. I wonder why they're not even allowing that to happen.
The second highest rate in 2 decades, a 2022 study of 300 job applications.
Oh, sorry. Because you can't they know you can't promise it. So any amount of time, they're just not going to buy it. So oh, my cat pushed it. They're not going to buy it when you're like, oh yeah, you'll get a job in 2 years. They still haven't got a job. Like the pipeline's way too full.
Submitted by Business.com's departing interns found that only 12% received any response, just 5% expressed interest, and not a single application resulted in a hire, with candidates actually more like.
No way. 272 no answer. What do you mean no answer? Like you called them one time? I hope you called them a couple of times. Responses to job applications, communications received in response to 311 job. Oh, this is someone putting in 311 job applications. Gotcha. Well, 5 interviews out of 311 is actually really good. I would have said more like 1%, 2-3%. Maybe that's kind of hovering around there. Screened out. Oof, that's rough. No further contact. Applicant declined interview. Employer rejected. Ugh. Employer canceled. Employer canceled? What are you talking about, bro? What does that mean?
Interest, and not a single application resulted in a hire, with candidates actually more likely to be ghosted when they met over 90% of the listed requirements. And when this is compared to unemployment data, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York found that among college graduates aged 22 to 27, computer science and computer engineering majors now face some of the highest unemployment rates in the country, more than double those of biology and even art history graduates. At the same time, nearly 60% of entry-level roles within the IT industry now require 3 to 5 years of experience, all while the share of IT workers within the H-1B program has surged to over 65% over the last 5 years.
And the problem with that, like those jobs actually do like research your resume. They'll call previous employers and stuff. Like some jobs they don't do it, but some of them they will. They'll call and make sure that you actually work there for that period of time. And like if you're doing that and it's entry level, you're requiring 3 years, like, oh my God, bro. Like you're gonna have a hard time finding somebody that you actually like. That's why they're going through all these interviews. There's not the perfect person. Like you're supposed to train the perfect person. Like we get you in the system and then the company is supposed to like train you up and get you to be a manager or whatever, is in your potential. But I guess that's just not how it works anymore. I don't know why. It makes the most sense to me.
Now, I've discussed in great detail on the channel how the majority of AI layoffs are just H-1B replacement, even getting Dr. Ron Hira, the leading expert in American outsourcing, to discuss the systemic abuse that H-1B exploitation has caused on the American workforce, and how the $100,000 fee is nothing more than a complete facade. However, every discussion I've had has framed the crisis as the outsourcing of mid-grade tech roles for cheaper wages.
Oh, wait a minute. So wait. Of course, my companies and I would prefer to hire Americans, and is that as much easier than going through the incredible, painful, and slow work visa process. However, there is a dire shortage of extremely talented and motivated engineers in America. Oh, this is an Elon Musk tweet. I didn't know what I was reading.
Since, by definition, the whole point of the H-1B program is to allow employers to hire skilled foreign workers in specialty occupations that the United States does not have enough of. But it was recently brought to my attention by a friend who just entered an IT role at a sales company that every entry-level role in his department is filled by H-1B workers. In fact, it appears that the majority of H-1B approvals are now specifically for entry-level positions.
Oh no, because they're working for lower wages. They're okay with like lower wages. I see. Oh yeah, that's really not good. Because then we're letting it be run by like, corporate greed and stuff. And it's completely opposite of like how it probably should be here. Like in, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's probably a weird take, but I don't know. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were all opting for like the cheapest labor possible. Like, wouldn't that result in like bad product at some point, or has that not hit yet?
Positions. And you can even go on Indeed or ZipRecruiter and find run-of-the-mill entry-level jobs explicitly offering H-1B sponsorship, meaning that the growing demand for experience within the entry-level market may not actually be about experience at all, but is instead structured.
Yo, no way, bro. I didn't know that.
In a way that legally justifies hiring cheaper foreign labor, highlighting just how far both companies and our government are willing to go to enrich the pockets of shareholders at the cost of developing the skill sets needed for the future of the American workforce.
Yeah.
And even for the small percentage of Gen Z that actually manages to break through and land one of these so-called entry-level roles, what they're met with is not an opportunity for a career, but a job that pays less, offers no real benefits, provides little to no pathway for advancement, and ultimately does nothing to address the issues actually plaguing society. Which is why I'm grateful to be partnered with 80,000 Hours. 80,000 Hours.
Oh, I didn't know this was a sponsor. Okay. We'll skip that.
Channel. Alongside Gen Z facing the compounded effect of what...
Sorry, Damon Cassidy, but I gotta skip
each generation previously had to endure. They're also running into what will inevitably be the largest disruptor in the history of the human workforce, LinkedIn. I'm just kidding, it's AI. Now, a large inspiration behind this video was a recent post by Josh Burson, often cited as a leading HR and workplace analyst, explaining why AI will not be replacing entry-level jobs because they're just so important. His argument is predominantly...
I was gonna say, because that's like, yeah, it's the lowest paid one and you can get it the cheapest, but that's the one that matters the most. Like that's when you go to freaking Taco Bell or whatever and it's just badass service and you're like, wow, that's what they do here. Okay. and that was the person that you're now paying like $12 an hour, you know, and they're cool with it, but they're making you look bad, potentially. I mean, we should, because eventually they're not going to be able to work anymore in that position sooner than the Gen Z people. But they will have never worked a job because nobody gave them the opportunity. So they're going to suck at working, which is normal. Like, we got to give them a chance to get the experience, you know?
Centered on the fact that most companies view entry-level jobs as the way to build teams that can develop into senior roles that will eventually lead the organization, as they serve so many other purposes besides just getting work done. And in many ways, I actually think that he made some pretty good points. However, I unfortunately think that his career ladder framework is just not an accurate representation of the modern job market. As with everything we've discussed, it's that, one, entry-level jobs by definition just do not exist anymore. And two, this decay has been happening for over 40 years. That's 4 decades of a lack of investment. If it mattered as much as Burson and other economists say, we would have been taking care of entry-level jobs. We wouldn't be having this conversation altogether.
Yeah, I feel like we all knew it was going to get bad already. Like, it was already harder to get a job before, but now that we have it so bad, it's like, oh yeah, it was easy before. But it was still hard before. Before that, you know, before our time, my time, then it was even easier to get a job. Like, you just knew somebody and they'd be like, oh yeah, hire Joe. And then they'd go hire Joe. You know, that's how it went. You just knew somebody. And that's what people think still works, but I don't know. It doesn't work. But yeah, anyway, super interesting.
According to resume.org,
this whole video is like crazy interesting. I'm sorry, nobody's going to be into this, I assume, but I'm into it, so that's okay.
By the end of 2026, 36% of companies say they will have frozen entry-level hiring, and by 2027, 47% expect to eliminate it entirely. Even Anthropic's CEO, who has famously predicted that 50% of entry-level jobs will be gone by 2030, regardless of his true intentions, never actually frames the shift around creating new entry-level opportunities or alternative ways to developing young workers. Instead, he frames it around the fact that AI can work 8-hour shifts without breaks or burnout, which to me perfectly shows the true intention behind this push for AI. Now, despite there being some unbelievably strong cases for why AI is not even remotely close to fully automating entry-level jobs, with MIT finding that 95% of generative AI pilots at companies are failing, a separate—
Oh wow, really? This is like the success rate? Automation rate. Current AI systems could already take over tasks tied to 11% of the US labor market, representing about 151 million workers. Holy fuck. And roughly 11.7% of total wage value, around 1.2 trillion in pay. Wow. No wonder they did it. Okay, then that was research by MIT. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I assume they're going to do that as soon as they've already done it. Like, a lot of places are just. Have you seen like the factory videos that, you know, I have on my channel? It's like, man, like, wow. There's no people involved at all. It's just machines already. Like, I thought it was like more people, you know, moving things, checking make sure the cap was on there or some shit. But no, like, it's all just machines moving around. There's no people at all. If there is, there's like 1 or 2 that just like look at it and make sure there's no like weird, you know, thing on it. Like a super simple job. They just like stare and then that's their job. They're not doing anything laborious, whatever. But anyway, man, I think AI is definitely going to take over for the labor jobs, which is bad. But then I didn't even think about the tech jobs getting taken over, because there's a lot of tech guys who, you know, have really crazy jobs, and then they're going to need a job. So now they're going to be going, there's nowhere else to go. So you're going to go to, you know, Target, Walmart, the basic stores, places around you to get a job. Like, even if it's 16, 18, 15 an hour at that time, like, you're going to take it because it's better than nothing. So that's going to completely flood the job market. And then we're all going to be, you better really hold on to your job.
Separate MIT study using a simulation tool called the Iceberg Index found that AI can already technically replace 11.7% of the US labor market, representing roughly $1.2 trillion in wages across finance, healthcare, and professional services, while current so-called AI layoffs account for just 2.2% of that exposure. So whether AI actually works and unemployment skyrockets in a system that has no real plan for how this technology serves the workforce, or it completely backfires and the hundreds of billions of dollars being poured into data centers through private credit and circular financing destabilizes the economy and leads to yet another bailout, combined with the severe economic consequences of a collapsing talent.
Dude, we're fucked, huh? Yeah, there's nothing because we get hit with a recession, but then there's like an innate like financial recession as well. Like it despite, like that would be bad. That'd be like worse than probably like a new historic event.
Pipeline, the outcome is all the same. The burden falls on the generation entering the workforce. Because after everything we've discussed, we've spent decades trying to build a future that we think...
But does this account for like all the people that are like somehow making money now through like other means, like 1099, like social media, or like their own contracting of work and value? I think that's something that isn't measured with this, because this is just the workforce, like people employed through, I assume, a corporate entity that's, as he mentioned, shareholders are involved. Like that doesn't happen with like a YouTube channel or like something else. And there's kids, 19, 18, 17-year-olds making like tons of money, so much money. So I think eventually that's going to create jobs for people that's different from, then it goes back to like knowing people, and then it kind of starts a whole cycle over. But man, I don't know if there's any way by 2040 though. Yeah, no, there's definitely not going to be any jobs, entry-level jobs left by 2040. I think by 2030.
Think that we want, but by ignoring the cost of today, we're far more likely to end up with a future we wish we never had. And so what I hope that we're beginning to recognize is that what's happening within the entry-level job market, just like many other aspects of decay within the economy, is that it could have been prevented. None of this had to happen.
Bro, that's with literally everything. I feel like the government just like fumbles every single bag that has ever been. Like they always fumble the bag, and they're just like old heads not wanting to listen to like the new generation or anything because they're all new and they couldn't know anything. When it's like, y'all were the ones that invested in us upcoming. Like if y'all drop the bag on us coming up, like that's on y'all. That's on y'all. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why it's always like, oh well, y'all are bad. It's like awful parents, like bad parenting parents, that just discipline their kid for, trying but not succeeding. And they never like foster like that relationship to grow them or train them like these should. First, are you getting down? Okay. I'll see you later. All right. I'll see you later. All right.
The fact that there's individuals that entered adulthood in the 1980s and they experienced very similar difficulties within the entry-level job market and the cost of living and, wage stagnation and all these different aspects. And you fast forward 40 years and we're experiencing the exact same things, but worse, is a failure not only on our corrupt government and our greedy corporations, but us, our grandparents and our parents, and all the individuals that said, you know what, I'm going to get mine, screw the future. The reason that's happening is because we have turned the United States into a society of individuals and not a community. It is so much easier to see somebody that's struggling, that's fallen on hard times, ran on some bad luck or, some sort of difficulty in their life and say, you're lazy, you're entitled. You don't even know how hard I had it. It's so much easier for you these days. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Suck it up, buttercup, right? It's so much easier to do that than it is to show just an ounce of effort or care into actually addressing the issues within the system.
I think he's on fire right now. That's why I like the video, because he is spitting right now, and I didn't want to interrupt him, but it's coming towards the end of his thing, so I just wanted to chime in with that. But what was I going to say? Oh, man. Shit.
Just an ounce of effort or care into actually addressing the issue.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, I feel like people don't like old head people don't understand, like all the ones that are still in power currently are like so close to losing that, to getting to the point where y'all can't do the job anymore, or you get pushed out by majority, which I think is starting to happen. I don't think it's begun yet actually, but I think it's soon going to be starting. So I feel like that's going to change everything, where because everybody knows things. Like now people have knowledge. Like everyone 30 and under like knows everything on the internet pretty much. So they know about the whole Epstein thing and like how much stuff's getting revealed and how corporate is all like, now there's proof of that. People were just complaining before, and I think it kind of, you know, seemed unreliable because everyone was just saying like it was disgruntled type shit. So I think now people are know shit. So it's going to get to a point where we finally do get somebody who knows what's going on to get into the place where they can actually make a change. It just is taking a long time, but by 2040, I really hope we're in a better spot. Like, Jesus, this is terrible.
Issues within the system. I think the unfortunate reality is that not only is Gen Z facing these issues right now, and that on our horizon, I can't see how things get any better. But it's also our responsibility, because clearly nobody else is going to do it, that Gen Alpha will soon be entering adulthood. And by soon, I mean, you know, within a couple decades. They will be entering adulthood. And what is the future like for them? Absolutely, there are still opportunities to be able to make a career today. You can enter the trades. It's what everybody's going to tell you in the comment section. Yep. It's time to get your hands dirty and actually work. You can enter the trades. You can still do it the traditional route. There are still opportunities for that. And networking and communication and you know, social media and entrepreneurship, all of that is still absolutely valid. I'm not saying that, you know, the world is ending. I'm saying that things are getting worse. So 5 years from now, can we say if entry-level jobs or the job market is even going to look similar to what we have now? I don't think that we can. No. How about a decade from now? 2 decades from now? 50 years from now? It's almost, because things are so difficult, the cost of living is so bad, and wage stagnation is so bad, and we're working so much, and all these aspects, it's given us the excuse to feel like we are not responsible for what happens 50 years from now. And so when we lack responsibility and any form of accountability, well, it gives the corrupt government and the greedy corporations free rein to do whatever it is that they want. And who has to pay the prices for this? It's going to be Gen Alpha. It's going to be Gen Z.
And that's why they don't care, because they're like, I'm not even, most people now, I assume most people, or a good majority of people, are not having kids anymore. So a lot of those people don't have anyone, you know, contributing to Gen Alpha. So they're just like, it's not for me or whatever, you know? And it's the same as like choosing not to have kids and stuff, but it is more of like a financial weight decision, because having kids is like a crazy financial decision at this point. Like you got to be balling to be like trying to mess with that. So I assume condom companies doing really well, contraceptive companies altogether. But yeah, I don't know. It's not going to look, I can like feel his like passion, and it's like really, it's intense, and I like it because it's like he clearly cares about this and he has a real good message. So that's awesome.
Just like it was the baby boomers, and just like it was Gen X, and just like it was millennials, but nothing was done to stop it from happening. And so it is our responsibility to ensure that somebody is looking after the next generation. I recently just finished a heavier video, and I was kind of frustrated about the topic and things of that nature.
Okay, that's what it is then. Yeah, he seems really like it's all taken from him, his energy.
So I went to the gym, worked out, and I was sitting in the sauna. I was so exhausted, just mentally fried. There was an older gentleman sitting next to me on my right, and there was 2 people kind of my age. I'm 26, they were probably like 28, 29. And they were talking about what the older guy did for work. So he had some sort of company. And he was talking about how he outsources his IT-related roles at his company to Uganda. And he was talking about how fantastic it is that they will work for $5 a day, they'll work 24 hours, And if they get tired, they just sleep under their desk. And he was so enthusiastic about it.
What? $5 a day is crazy. Like, you can't even compete with that. Like, wow, whoa, this is getting bad. Because now there's the two I mentioned, the stresses on the entry-level jobs, like people getting into the workforce. And then now there's a whole new one of people coming in and taking it too. Like, there's not going to be enough jobs. There is a certain amount of jobs, and there is not enough at a certain point. Like I said, for me, as much as I like somebody, as much as I know them and everything, I couldn't put anybody on even if I wanted to. That's the point it's at. And I feel like it's going to be that way because people understand how difficult it is out there to get a job. They really do. It hits. But man.
Now, that alone, I think, is horrible. What was worse was the people around my age. They were frothing at the mouth as if like Anne Hathaway just asked them on a date. I was stunned. And I'm really frustrated at myself that I didn't say anything. I was so exhausted, so in disbelief, and so at like a loss of hope seeing that. I just didn't know what to do. But again, those are people that are the future. That wasn't private equity. That wasn't Jeff Bezos saying that. That wasn't, Microsoft and LinkedIn and all the things that we want to blame. That was two people my age in Austin, Texas, that were saying, heck yes, I can't wait to outsource American jobs to somebody that's going to have to sleep under their desk for $5 a day. And yeah, the $5 a day probably does help their family.
Wow, that's horrible. I know it's because a lot of people get paid, well, I don't know. I don't want to get into anything. Yeah, no, I'm not touching it. Never mind. I'm not touching it.
But again, do we really want to be championing having somebody have to work 24 hours sleeping under their desk for an IT-related role? I don't think that's a nation that we want to be. And the unfortunate reality is, why isn't anybody else saying this? Now, I understand that in our niche of YouTube, people are saying this, and I think that most Americans feel this. Why hasn't more been done?
Bro, nobody can. I think that's what a lot of people do struggle with. And I understand because it is frustrating, but I don't think anyone wants to do anything is the problem. Like even people who, like I said, when people have knowledge and everything, they're going to be the ones that are in power potentially. Hopefully they can actually change something because we cannot, the people who are in power now and from the generation above us that currently still hold power or the potential to hold it in the future, they all are going to have like a whole lot of stuff that they can, oh no, brain fog. Oh yeah, they're all benefiting from it, right? So they're all benefiting so much from having the conditions be the way that they are that they're not going to change anything. And they understand it's unethical, right? But they're just they're going to do the wrong thing and just never say anything about it ever. That's just some people. Like that's just how some people are.
I don't understand.
But typically the older generation, the newer one, I feel like is a lot more empathetic. I feel like they're going to not be able to do things like that. They have too much of a moral compass, which is what we need though. Like we need to be driven mainly by a moral compass if we want to have a community of, like he said, of people, unless we want to have just individuals that work for money and die, which is what the government wants.
Why there isn't more leadership. I don't understand why previous generations are continuing to do nothing to help. It doesn't make sense to me. And again, if you want to blame the lazy Gen Z or whatever, what about the kids right now? What about the children? We're responsible for their future. And we are wasting it. We're saying, here's an iPad. Screw you. That's the unfortunate reality. I've worked many jobs. My first job was working at a garbage company. I then worked at my friend's Chinese restaurant. And then my first real job was working at Torchy's Tacos. I was the first employee hired there. I learned so much at that job and leadership skills, time management, so many different aspects. It's a lot, there's compounding effects of me being able to do this today. I now go to the same Torchy's location that I was hired at. There's no cashiers, it's tablets. What happened to those? The opportunities for young people to be able to develop those skill sets is gone. Now, most people will say, oh, well, you need to go get a real job and, all these other things. But I look at it in the big picture and I say, I don't think it's great that when I go into most of these restaurants, the server is an older individual. I don't think it's great that people are having to be forced out of retirement and taking the entry-level positions that would be a teenager's job. It's creating a massive collapse of the talent pipeline. And again, are you seeing anything being done to solve this?
I will say, though, I feel like there are some jobs that will train you, but it's the jobs where they run you partially on and off commission. So I worked for timeshare sales because I have a real estate license. So I was at timeshare sales for a period of time. And man, that was a whole beast. Like, that was probably the coolest job I've ever had. I got paid like $15 an hour and then plus commission on top of like any sales that we would make. So we were paid to be there, and then they would do training classes every day. They'd be training on like how we talk, like how we present ourselves, this and that. And it's a whole manipulation game. Like, if you don't know timeshare, don't even worry about it. But yeah, it's vacation ownership is what they call it now, but it's the same scam. And it's not really a scam now because people are smart, but it kind of is and isn't. You got to be the right type of person, like activity wise, income wise. It's got to make sense for you. Anyway, not talking about that. But I learned the most I've ever learned at any job there. And I've taken those skills with me probably will for the rest of my life. Like, that has been the best training ever. And it's always like those commission jobs. And when I got my real estate license, joined a couple brokerages, like they're training because they need you to make money so that they can make money. And I think that's a healthy relationship to have. Like, you make the time that they're there worth it. So if you're spending $14 an hour to have this employee, make sure you have a guy that you're paying $18 an hour to make sure he's good, every day, and train him on things, make sure he can do everything, like that's just how it should be. But I don't know. I've gotten the best experience from commission jobs. If you're into like sales or like think you're like, have personality or persuasive, like I feel like you go for it. Like, you should try it. Some people, that makes it for them. And then maybe it's not the career that ends their, search for a job in the future, but it builds them up to have like a real estate portfolio or something, tangible, an asset of some sort, so that you can build money without using your time. So basically get out of the rat race. Anyway, that was a whole long rant. This whole video is a rant, so I'm not gonna apologize for it anymore.
No. There's no incentive to. We have to provide the incentive. We have to demand the change. And we do that by leading within our own lives. So if you're going to start a company, ensure that you're doing it for the betterment of the community. You're doing it to hire local Americans. You're doing it to create lasting change. And if you're going to support them, ensure that you do your best. In whatever avenue it is that you do within your life, do the best that it is that you can. And that isn't just, I'm going to kind of half-ass it and pretend it's my best. Do your best.
Exactly. And again, that's why y'all should try. Like, if it's not going to throw you off your entire life course and anything, I'm not trying to say people should change their lives or do anything, but from my experience, having a commission-based job has been the best experience for a job that I've ever had. And sometimes in those, you don't get paid. Sometimes you don't get paid, but you will get training. So it is like a give and take. But if you find one that I had, like $15 an hour, $13 an hour, $12 an hour, but they will pay you commission, like the opportunity's there. Like, try whatever it is. It's probably going to be some phone sales thing or something, selling knives or like, security service or something like that. Like, try it, like I feel like they have the best trainers, coaches, like classes. Like, if you actually want to learn something, like, and be persuasive, like, that's a huge skill on its own. You can make all the money you need just off that, genuinely, just off how you present yourself and act. Like, that's why social media is a thing too. Like, there's some people that it just works with the way everyone else's mindset is. Like, didn't happen for me. I've tried this for forever, and I'm just going hard right now. But anyway, like, I don't know. I feel like that, like either try a commission thing or like YouTube, like try posting on social media or something, like having, because that's, you're the product at that point. So just market the product. That's it. Like however you see fit to do that, do it, but stick to it, because 3, 4, 5 years down the line, when your work hasn't developed any kind of real experience, what you've done on the side will, at least. And that's, you know, I'm starting late, but that's kind of my hope too.
And do it for the person right next to you. Do it for the little kids. Somebody has to be looking out for them. Our country clearly isn't doing that, if you know what I'm talking about. So it's up to us to be able to protect them. And I'm going to do the best that I can. And it's starting to feel much more difficult. I'm feeling like I don't know how to do it, but I'm feeling like I'm trying to throw as many things out there as I can to try to get some engagement, get some interaction, figure out what leadership looks like for me, and try to get us moving in a forward direction, because I think everything else is trying to pull us the opposite direction. And I'm saying we have to keep our eye on the ball. And even though things are difficult for us, it's up to us to stop kicking the can down the road. And I'm going to do the best that I can in doing that. So I hope this was able to provide.
Yeah, that was a powerful ass video, man. I'm going to sub to him because I saw another video on his channel that I liked, and I was going to pull up too. But maybe today, maybe not. That was fascinating. All right, next video. It popped up on my recommended, so I was like, let's just watch it. I know Burnt Peanut was popping off, and I assume people are copying him because it's, I mean, who could have seen that coming, you know? Who couldn't see that coming?
Not funny. You don't make...
Oh, but royalty is here. The Burnt Peanut problem.
Your family laugh at the dinner table. I know you don't. What do you tell them? Yeah, I'm just a f***ing peanut. I have a...
Me when my wife's boyfriend lets me stay up past my bedtime for the Burnt Peanut dance party. I mean, people are going to be making this shit, though, you know? He's huge.
You literally said the N-word multiple times. I don't know why saying a word means anything, but okay. I did not choose this peanut life. I got turned into one by the Burnt Peanut.
Hey everybody, CP here, the cool potato. Just wanted to show off the new streamer persona.
Yeah, bro, that thing's dead. That whole channel is going to be dead. It's just so easy to copy, and then everyone's going to be doing the same, and then you'll just get kind of lumped in with them, and they drag you down because they're trying to that's unfortunate, bro.
So streaming has become quite popular, especially since 2020, where it saw...
Yo, is that real? No.
So streaming has become...
How did he not break everything?
...become quite popular, especially since 2020, where it saw a huge spike in attention, probably due to things like COVID, where we were all forced inside, and for many in education at the time, you had to put up with makeshift and quickly put together online classes that I'm pretty sure nobody learned a single thing in.
I'm not a child, Heidi. I'm a grown man.
Yo, Randy, you bald as
We've been hacked.
But for many
poor Randy. He's like, bro, it wasn't a choice.
People around that time, especially when the lockdowns had just started, you had to find things to do, which for some turned into learning skills like coding, cooking, painting, and maybe learning how to properly exercise.
Bro, what year why are we still talking about 2020? It's 11 days ago, bro.
Or for some it meant playing the same games over and over till you eventually become fatigued with games in general, and even though you had all this free time now, you just couldn't...
Did that guy just die? Me when a game I thought I wanted to play gets to the main menu, but suddenly I have no interest in playing it. What's wrong with me? I've been there before, though, actually, because the thought you have is like, ooh, I'm going to get on that game. I remember when I was killing it, doing badass shit or something, you know, and then you get on and then you realize like, ooh, no, I know what this experience most likely is going to be like, especially if it's like multiplayer, you know, like some fucking Call of Duty or like Overwatch or something like that, or like Marvel Rivals. Like, I feel like that's the one where you're like, oh, I want to play that game so bad, and then you queue it up and everything, and you're like, let's play something else.
Bring yourself to play a game for even 15 minutes before getting bored, closing the game, and staring blankly at the screen. But watching someone else play the exact same game was a different...
Bro, yes, exactly, shit like that. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, Rainbow looks so fucking fun. And then you actually play it, you get rolled the first fucking like 12 games that you play, and then you're like, wow, this game fucking blows. It's not at all like what he was playing, but it's a skill situation. It's not easy to be as good as certain people. Like gaming is actually pretty difficult sometimes. Now games are pretty difficult. They used to be like easy shit, but whew, man, like you got to be way on top of your shit to play anymore.
Thing entirely. Streaming around this time was already rising in popularity due to key streamers like Ninja.
Had shockwaves after he railed me like that from behind. After he shot on my back.
Bro, does he still stream?
Everyone inside, streaming exploded. We had things like the Among Us craze, a rise in Minecraft viewership due to things like the Dream SMP.
Bro, are we leading up to the Burnt Peanut from this far back, bro? Like, isn't he like 20 something? I'm gonna skip a little bit. I'm sorry. This is a little bit too long.
A good idea. But with streaming blowing up, it has come with a number of negative aspects as well. Hey,
yo, tell me it didn't even seem like I skipped at all. Tell me it didn't seem like I skipped. That's crazy.
Watching is one of them, where people watch you for the sole purpose of preying on your downfall.
Who wants some? You want this? Come get it! Get a job, Dale.
Why do you guys keep doing this?
Audience fatigue is a new one, especially if you blow up quite fast and your content is everywhere. People will get tired of seeing you and start to hate you. The only person I've seen that is completely immune to this is Queso. I have not seen an ounce of hate for him except his chat saying he's the descendant of a prehistoric megalodon, which is one of the many ways they call him fat. There's also a problem with clones, where especially if you get popular for a specific thing or niche, some may attempt to copy you or what you're known for.
I feel like it also depends though, because it's like, you know, when somebody drops like a whole lot of music like really quickly, like you're like, you know, into it or not into it. But if somebody like changes the frequency in which they do stuff, then you start to notice. So if someone puts it like Drake or whatever, I think a year, I don't remember how long now, but I don't pay attention to that shit at all. But he put out like too many albums at once, and then people got tired of it because it wasn't your natural frequency when you started. But if you start out like Queso, like streaming like a long period of time each time, like I don't think people get tired of it as fast because they're used to like 8-hour chunks of you. I think he streams for like a long time, like 6 hours or something. Like 6-hour, 5-hour streams is like long time. So it's gonna be harder to get tired of you. But I mean, obviously it still happens with like Kai and stuff.
To reap the same benefits, and all of which I just briefly described probably applies tenfold to the streamer I'm going to be speaking about today. A streamer that at their peak took over the internet to the point where people of all ages were watching him. A streamer that with each stream would get over 100,000 concurrent viewers, and a streamer that is quite literally a burnt carbohydrate, the burnt peanut.
There's a new one though. For some reason, a bunch of Dr. Disrespect Champion Club members have been coming in. They like think since I'm big now, I'm encroaching on his territory or something. It's like I'm on Arc Raiders, not the playground.
Now, if you don't know who the Burnt Peanut is, he started streaming all the way back in 2022. And when he started, he wasn't a peanut, he was an actual person, a fleshy if you will. But it's important to note that almost all records of these past streams when he wasn't the peanut has been scrubbed from the internet to the point where you can only find singular frames of.
I was gonna say, I think that's the reason it's tough, because then, I mean, at a certain point people are gonna think a copy is you if they have similar like eyes and mouth, because that's really all you're seeing.
Those streams, but back then he mainly streamed Escape from Tarkov, the game you only play if you have a gambling addiction or you're a masochist and hate yourself.
I can do it. What is it? Ready? I'm gonna fight until it's up. Ready? For the team, boys.
Yeah.
My gunshot!
Yeah, this is like, it's too lengthy.
Or, more commonly, you're a hacker.
Alright. What's the problem?
Yeah, he's a fucking Timmy, you little.
And you're next! Yeah! Hooray! Hooray!
And things like his Peanut avatar constantly changing, the animations he played before he went into each raid, animations which were made by his brother, and the fact there was never truly a dull moment in his streams was why a lot of people kept watching him.
Love you, Nut. Peanut's middle is the perfect.
Bro, he says it like he fell off. Like he's currently still
quite wild.
Wait, they're saying running dive through.
Oh fuck.
At this point, you could not escape Peanut. He had broken outside the arc.
Bro, it's just like content from his stream. Like, can we, do you have anything to say about it?
Widespread and more apparent than ever. And you could say it's at the level now where it's directly affecting the reputation of Peanut. But what are these problems?
Ooh, let's fart on him.
Bro, we're 10 minutes in. We're just now like kind of voicing what the actual problem is. Obviously it's clones and he's easy to clone.
Be fine. There was also a rise in tutorials walking you through how to make your own bent Peanut avatar, which only made it more widespread. This is where one person inspires many others to the point where it becomes its own genre. No. As said, I don't see any of these new streamers doing anything unique and none.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, I think, is going to be like how you, because it takes away a lot of like the human, obviously the human connection that you'll have with people. So if you like look attractive or something, or like people resonate with like any part of like anything physical or whatever, like it's going to be an easier attraction to them. But then you're taking it all out, just your eyes and mouth. Now you got to be like verbally entertaining, like facially entertaining. Like that's the only option you have now because you took everything else away. But I think it was big for the meme rather than like people actually watching and engaging with his content. Like I'm shocked he gets that many people watching, but I don't know if they're all like committed, you know, fans. I mean, obviously if they're tuning into every live stream, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's still huge. He's acting like he like already fell off.
Could be like Peanut, and he denies it.
I never said this. I never even knew that these guys existed prior to yesterday when this post came out. Here's a picture of my real penis that you can use. Obviously, this is not me. Y'all have seen me. This person probably weighs about 170. I'm 300 pounds.
People also raided his Discord day one and circulated some rumors there. And third, they have doxed him whilst he was live multiple.
Oh, bro, they're just trolling him then. That's the only other resort. Is you're just being hate watched more than anything. So they're going to be doing shit like the swatting fucking stuff that happened before, like the same kind of thing, like just to mess with you. So they've gotten new ways to do that, I'm sure. And I'm sure that's what this is about.
Multiple times. In one event, reading out his full social security number, and in another, a person in a game with him calls him out for not living in Texas and LARPing that he does, and then they proceed to read out his current address, which understandably results in a reaction of him looking at the camera like he had just witnessed a second Hiroshima.
I can argue.
Like how you lied about being from Texas when you live at.
I don't live there, buddy.
Really? Because your wife does.
You can actually find...
Yo, that's creepy, bro. Yeesh, that's what's bad about rising too quickly. Oh my god.
Mr. Silly! A little bit of goop. A little bit of goop. Wow, I'm such a chud.
Now the last problem is something I mentioned at the start of the video, which is when you get as big as Peanut and you are basically everywhere on most platforms. I think even I've been barraged by Peanut clips on my beloved Instagram Reels. And although it's probably not just Peanut himself posting all over these platforms, it's also his audience. But regardless, it still leads to the same result, which is that people get quickly tired of seeing you and in some cases just start to hate you. But for the bent Peanut in this case, it's probably the fastest I've ever seen this happen because he only blew up like 4 to 5 months ago.
Yeah, dude, it's been super short, like crazy short. That's so he speed ran the entire thing, and now he's getting like probably death threats and shit. Like it's to that point. Man, that's crazy. Poor guy. That's really unfortunate.
Hate for Mr. Nut is so forced because how can you hate him? He's just a silly little guy. Mr. Silly! Too silly!
A little bit of goop.
Yo,
It's even got to the point where people act like the burnt peanut had beheaded each of their family members in front of them with how mad they are when it comes to talking about him.
The burnt peanut has no choice but to rely on an AI avatar to pull viewers in.
Dude, yeah, people are just gonna be mad about it too, because they're gonna say it's like not creative and they're spending all this time doing all this shit. Ugh. Just like, yeah, it's too much hate, man. Just way too much hate. That's crazy. I didn't know it would even go that quickly. I thought he was gonna be big for a while.
Scooping it, quoting him directly, so I guess it's not as cool as when he was more of a niche streamer. But yeah, it's quickly shifted from the burnt peanut being widely praised to now people expressing how they're tired of seeing him and his audience.
Yeah, I think that's why at a certain... Well, let me hear some
Motherfucking Guna Goy, I'm a dreamer Goy, I love a Floyd that don't even fucking need a Goy, baby, I'm a Guna Goy.
So in conclusion, the burnt peanut currently is seeing something that affects most people that get popular rather fast. Does it mean his online career is over and he's doomed to fall off? No, this will come and pass. A lot of the clones will, I assume, die off unless we do actually see what we saw with VTubers, where they do
Bruh, like you look like you're so tired.
Successfully branch away from being associated with.
I mean, I look tired all the time, but I don't think it's that bad.
You know, the criticism towards his content and fans is going to be around for a while. We are seeing a Pat God-like situation with this, but people will eventually move on. However, currently the peanut is doing fine. He's just as big and he's still one of the...
Yeah, it's just, I feel like just showing like how much hate he deals with because he's so big and got there so quickly. So that was fascinating, but man, kind of a lengthy video, I'm not gonna lie. The pacing got me. But no, overall good video. All the topics were good and stuff. Next video. Oh, I've been waiting to watch this. I was going to do 2 of them back to back because we kind of skipped through these anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. All right. Next video. Next video is going to be from Midwest Safety. Karen fights real estate agent over a house.
A home he's selling and is still inside the property claiming squatters' rights. What officers don't know is the burglar inside is...
Bro, I missed something.
A real estate property manager calls the police after someone breaks into a home he's selling and is still inside the property claiming...
Bro, this guy? Would y'all buy a home from this guy?
Property manager calls the police after...
I mean, cut the hair, bro. It's already gone, bro. Like, come on, man. I mean, you'd look clean as fuck. No? Look clean as fuck without it. I don't know. I'm tripping. I shouldn't be judging.
After someone breaks into a home he's selling and is still inside the property claiming squatters' rights. What officers don't know is the burglar inside is the worst Karen we've ever seen.
What a joke. That's not our door handle. They took it.
Yo, she already fucking swapped the door handles that fast? Oh my god, she had a plan.
6'9" to 189. I can hear dogs. Somebody's coming to the door. You look.
Can you hold on? What a cheek. It's astonishing, isn't it?
He looked out the window and then walked away from the door.
The thing is, the only way to get the lockbox off if you don't know the code is to take the door handle off and throw it away. They came prepared. That's our standard key. That key does all of our properties throughout the U.S.
Yo, I love him. I take back everything. I love the guy. Keep the hair, bro. I love it. You're a whole vibe.
Hi there.
Hi. No. I don't have paperwork. Why are you on my property?
1025. Come on out.
No. Do not touch me.
You need to come outside right now.
No, I do not. I know my laws. Sir, get off of my property.
Come on outside.
Yo, she knows her laws, bro. You better back off. What, bro? She came with the aggression. That was 100 is like 0 to 100 right there. Bro, like right away, she was like defensive with the hands.
Hi there.
Ooh, that is not a good look. Like if you're trying to like sway this, you gotta play it a little bit better, huh? All right, let's.
Why are you on my property?
1025. Come on out.
No. Do not touch me.
You need to come outside right now.
No, I do not. I know my laws. Sir, get off of my property.
Come on outside.
I return adverse property. Adverse possession with title.
Then you need to come out and talk to me because
okay, I will talk to you right there. Respect my space. You do not have any right to come and grab me.
Did I touch you?
You were trying to grab me
because
when I have
here.
my paperwork.
Then come outside.
This is a civil matter now because I filed adverse possession, sir, with the state of Florida. Sir, get out of my house.
Adverse possession is a law that allows a trespasser to legally acquire the title to another person's property that is abandoned or not maintained. However, a person can only claim this after uninterrupted possession.
I was gonna say, they're doing a deal on it. Like, that's in the record, bro. Like, it's what?
Of the house for 7 years and cannot be done in secret.
I paid $4K down to get this.
Then come outside and discuss that.
I will discuss it. I will discuss it. You don't have no right to grab me, sir, when I have my paperwork. You are listening to one side of a story. You did not hear me. I am an American citizen. You have no right to.
Bro, she needs to chill. It's
step in my house. There is not one way to purchase a home.
You're gonna come outside.
Get out of my house.
Remove you from the house.
You cannot remove me from my house with my paperwork, sir.
Can we see the paperwork you have?
State of Florida, adverse possession. Actually, me and my husband had filed this.
You need to come outside.
Okay, well, you need to know your laws because you seem very uneducated about adverse possession. I know what I'm doing.
I'll tell you what, the people who know what they're doing and know that they're doing illegally don't react the way that you do.
I was gonna say, bro, she could have got away with this clean, especially if she had the paperwork. Just act all nice, like, oh, what's up, bro? Here, I got. Oh no, I'm confused. Like, I think I'm supposed to be here. Like, you would have been good.
You almost grabbed me. I said, give me a minute so that I can put my dogs away, and you grabbed me.
You tried to come running out the back of the house to run. You could have gone out the front door. You didn't know I was back here.
The front, I saw you from there. See the assumption,
oh
sir?
My God.
One of them came and tried to break in.
That was
and
an agent trying to show the property that is vacant and is not yours. What are you talking about?
First of all, it is.
No, it's not. I've got all the paperwork.
Real estate in an attempt to establish adverse possession with title. How long has the home been sitting there abandoned? I have every right to actually.
It's not abandoned.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's listed in the MLS.
I was about to.
It's listed in the MLS. It's listed in the MLS.
You can't grab me out here.
Bro, you don't even have to be a realtor to know how that works. Like, I mean, come on, that's super. It's public information.
Grabbing you? You need to get out.
No, he tried to grab me out of here. We filed adverse possession on the home already. Thank you.
It's not going to go through.
It wants to be. Adverse possession is still a law, sweetheart. Thank you. Milo, come inside. Come inside, Milo.
Bro, because even if it's abandoned, you can still be doing something with it and not live in it. Like, you don't have to live in it for it to be considered like. If you're not in it, it's not just gonna be considered an abandoned home. Like that, I'm pretty sure that's not how that works at all. Like, she's not winning this.
Don't sneer.
I just did.
You'll be out. Don't worry.
I don't care.
Yeah, you will.
I paid already.
You'll be out.
I already paid.
You'll be out.
We went to the...
You'll be out. I'll be back in 30 days with the sheriff, and you'll be out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll be out.
Adverse possession.
Smarty pants.
What's adverse
You know what you're doing? Out you go.
Yeah, whatever.
What's adverse?
Bro, you don't even know what it. You didn't even Google it, bro. You got your phone on you. You don't want to look like a dumbass on body cam.
She's trying to say it's abandoned. It's not abandoned. There's a sheet in there where the contractors come and clean it every week. It's not abandoned. It's listed. It's been listed for a year.
I was gonna say that there's all kinds of cleaning and shit that they do that's documented for the purpose of the sale. Like, there's no. Even if it's not actively listed already, like active, it's still gonna be in the, like, come on, man.
We have showings all the time. It's not abandoned. It's not an abandoned property. So she's lying. She doesn't know what she's talking about. There's a certificate of title.
And he's showing us the certificate.
Bro, and they're probably not gonna do anything and then like not get her out, and he's fucked. Like, he just has to go explain to the client that it's gonna be a 30 days minimum for us to start the eviction, start the eviction process, and then 30 days from that, we will get them out. Like, it's going to be a whole thing, and she'll get a denial or whatever, like a extension or an appeal or whatever. Oh my God.
Select Portfolio Servicing. There's my listing agreement from Select Portfolio Servicing. This is how old the file is. It's never been abandoned since we foreclosed on it. My phone number was on the window. She's taken that down.
The realtor said his phone number was even on the window, and they took that down.
Ooh, they could get her with that, maybe.
I got pictures of it there last week.
Okay.
There's my sign last week, and there you can see the lockbox and our brass door handle. Gone.
Oh, she's done for. She's done.
With all the paperwork and photo evidence the property manager has, officers determine he's correct
Good job,
and that Karen
bro.
has no authority to claim adverse possession on the residence. Now they just need to figure out how to get her.
Bro, a shitty realtor wouldn't have gotten out of that. And they would have actually had to go back and be like, oh, bro, I don't know.
out of the house.
Here's where we're at. What she's doing is squatting. They changed the locks, took the locks, that's theft. So we have authority. If you want to break the door down, we can go in and remove her forcefully. We can arrest her with trespassing and theft for stealing the locks. That's entirely up to how far you want to go with this.
Yeah.
Would you rather do it the safer way with minimal risk of damaging the
No,
property?
you don't give a
and doing,
fuck.
like you said, doing the 30 days with the sheriff's office?
No.
Or are you wanting her removed immediately now?
Bro, he'll cover the cost of the door. It is not worth losing the listing.
No, because if that's the case, if she doesn't let us back in, if she doesn't come and agree to open the door, which she may not do now because she knows she's probably in the wrong, you will have to be responsible for breaking the door down and paying for the damages.
Well, it's our property anyway. We own it. Whatever damage is there is there. What are they going to do in the month they're there? And the money they're going to cost us
Exactly. That's going to be way worse. Way worse. Way worse.
by not being able to market it.
I can't answer that.
All of that's worse.
So you don't think she's going to come to the door anyway?
I mean, we can try again, and I would have German go up there because she doesn't like me, clearly, so she might be willing to come back to the door once he goes up to it. What do you think?
Try it.
Let's try that.
I can't open this door.
Can we see that paperwork again, please? Can we go to the back?
I filed adverse possession.
Can you just meet me in the back door? Because I need you to show me that paperwork again.
She said she's coming out?
Yeah, she says, stay right there. She's going to show me through the window, I
Bro,
guess.
kick the fucking door
He's the one
down,
that's
bro.
going to need to breach this
Please.
door.
Can he give us permission to kick it in, or does he have to be the one to actually do it?
You're going to make a 70-year-old man risk his old limbs for kicking the door.
I don't know what the legal requirements are here. He's a senior officer. He's a master police.
No, they just asked him to do it? No fucking way. No, well, what kind of comps are these, bro?
Police officer, so he knows this stuff more than I do.
Okay, let's check the back door. Do you have a screwdriver or drill?
Why would you need a screwdriver and drill?
I have my multi-tool that has a screwdriver in it.
Yeah.
Bro, she's panicking because she knows she's in the wrong, and she's like, what are they saying? What's going on?
It will be faster with a drill. Because that door, like you said, it's been broke, but it's just that little piece of wood is holding it.
Oh, she's
Ma'am, you're
breaking
gonna need
it.
to come outside. At least open the door.
Why?
Because I'm ordering you.
You are not my authority.
If you refuse to follow that order, you will be arrested for resisting. Do you want to be arrested for resisting?
Resisting what? I have my paperwork.
Resisting a lawful order.
Give me a second, I'm recording.
Go ahead and record, and then open the door.
Bro, you already missed the point of the interaction you needed.
You said you wanted to see the paperwork.
We need to see it personally. Come open the door.
Adverse possession means paying the taxes on the home.
If you have no reason to worry, come open the door.
You grab me of your assumption, sir.
I'm gonna go grab my multi-tool. If we don't have a drill, we don't have a drill.
Step back. Step back. Step back from the door. Step away from the door.
Bro, she catches another charge.
Step away from the door.
For sure.
Step away. Tell this man to step away.
He's loving
I
it.
need to see him. I filed adverse possession on the 20th.
Can I see that?
Yes.
Bro, that's the attitude you needed fucking 7 minutes ago. That's exactly what you needed to do, and you would have got away, maybe.
You can hold. You don't have to hold it, sir. This is the original copy.
Okay.
As you can see, this is the adverse possession
What's
of
your
the
name?
state of Florida. Ashley.
Okay.
Now, I know what I'm doing because this is not the only property that I pay taxes on. You pay a portion of taxes for adverse possession, and you start cleaning up the home so you can take over the home. Milo, come inside now.
Oh.
Melody, inside. So no longer, this is not in your hand. This is a court civil case where we fight and we show them that we've paid.
Okay,
we're
bro,
going to
take her
pay
down. Take her
taxes
down.
on the home. When you pay a portion of the taxes, you go to the appraisal office and you pay a portion of the taxes on the home. This home has been sitting. That's why adverse possession exists. That's not my fault that you can't do your job and you can't.
What's crazy though is if she's not lying, they took her down payment before they finalized the actual like thing. That's crazy. That's crazy because it's gonna get rejected. Like it's active. I don't know what she's even talking about. That has to be fake paperwork.
You can't
legally foreclosed on.
If you are a real estate agent, that means you have to sell in a limited time.
You know nothing about what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. It's called adverse possession.
$575,000 was paid for this property in January of last year at foreclosure sale.
Yeah.
That makes it legally the owner's property. It has
No,
not
it
been
doesn't-
abandoned. I have pictures of the property every week, date and time stamp, which will go to the court. You are wrong. It
No,
is never
you are
abandoned,
wrong.
and
You-
we are maintaining
Okay,
it.
Oh, pull her
you're
out.
maintaining it.
Pull
What's
her
wrong with
out.
the pool and the frogs?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with
Doesn't
that?
do any difference.
Bro,
That's
just
not
like
maintaining.
Makes
net.
no difference. The property, and we have not abandoned it.
I'm going to
We're
say
here
that.
every 10 days.
10-15, let's make it.
So your criteria are wrong.
No, my criteria, sir, you cannot.
There you go. There you go.
Sir, you cannot. I have dogs. Sir, I filed adverse possession.
Stop resisting.
I filed adverse possession.
It's over.
I did it the right way. Stop, sir, please. My dogs. Sir, can you help me? I filed adverse possession. Sir, that's my paperwork. Sir, what about my dogs? What about my
Against the wall. Against the
What
wall.
about my dogs? You didn't listen to me.
Dad,
You're
stop
doing this
resisting.
incorrectly.
You want to get tased?
Taser, taser. Yes.
Oh my God! I paid $4,000.
Stand against the wall.
Taser.
Resisting now.
I need to call the police because this is wrong. I have my paperwork.
They are the
Arrest
police.
me. You cannot arrest me. Why are you arresting me?
For resisting.
Are you serious? Why am I being arrested? I have rights.
I told you, burglary, trespassing,
This is not burglary.
Oh.
I have the paperwork, sir. I went through the appraisal. State appraisal. They gave me the key. Oh my God, sir.
Yeah, why'd you replace the door handle if they gave you the key? She's a liar, bro. She didn't even pay the $4,000. They wouldn't have taken the money without it being finalized.
Now you're being charged with resisting.
Sir, can I breathe, please? I can't breathe. Let me, please. Give me my phone. Let me get my stuff.
You don't get your stuff now.
I have my MacBook Pro. Wait, let's go inside.
Oh, now it's all gonna get taken.
We'll get everything.
I can't
Yep.
do this again. Sir, are you
There's a bit of that corporate workaround from the last video.
pressing charges?
It's up to the bank.
I declare bankruptcy.
Are you
Yeah, dude, she's fucked. She's gonna be so screwed. That's
pressing charges?
If this officer falls in the water because you won't cooperate.
bro, especially when they tally up like having to fix the stuff she did. Like you could just pin a whole bunch of shit on her and like, oh my god, dude, they're gonna like run it out for so long and charge her with a crazy ass fine. She's never gonna get out of it. Like, and then you're dealing with jail and stuff. You lost your job, whatever it is. It's all fucked.
What
about my
gonna be
stuff?
We'll get it for you.
I wasn't the one who did it. What about my husband?
Stop resisting. Stop.
Leave me alone. Sir, please.
Demon
Stop
voice.
sitting in my face.
I'm not... That's not fair because I had my paperwork.
Bro, she 100. You're a racist every time, bro. She would have absolutely. I think she would have got away with it if she was just cool in the beginning. If she was just like, oh, like, yeah, like, what's going on? Like, I know we signed the paperwork and everything. Like, I think she could have gotten away with it. But I mean, it's just not valid what she's saying. Like, the fact that the realtor was there too, like, oof. Like, now you picked a bad one. It wasn't actually abandoned. And that would actually work if it was abandoned. Like, you'd be picking up houses left and right. Like, that might actually be a business model.
You're racist, and I'm coming for you. I'm a.
Oh,
I have
the threat.
I can't wait to come for you. You're a racist fat. I'm coming for that ass. Don't worry. I have my paperwork.
Yeah, she's coming for that ass though. Oh no.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I had paperwork. I had paperwork too. I had my paperwork. And I'm being arrested for what? What am I being arrested for? Burglary?
Oh, you're trying to break out of your cuffs now. So now you're gonna get another charge.
Oh.
Up against the wall.
Bro, they're gonna tag the threat on there too.
You're about to get tased right now.
Woo! Tase. Oh.
Siri!
Get up and run.
Siri, call a car! Siri, call a car! Call a car! Call a car, Siri. No.
Nah, he just put that in.
Oh, yes.
Roll over on your back. You're gonna stay right there on the ground.
You fat. Get the fuck out of my face. Before I spit on you. Get the fuck out of here. I have no
Bro, he not even fat, bro. He's got equipment on and shit. Like he's a little hefty. Like he not fat though.
respect for you, GE.
Is he? I don't think he's fat, bro.
You dumb loser. Adverse possession is a law, and I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you for what you just did. I swear to fuck. Get the fuck away from me! You ugly fat fuck.
Do we need to wait for a female?
It's just put on the car.
I have mail coming too. I can't wait to see your fat.
Bro, you know how expensive it is to sue somebody? Like, they always say that shit too. I've been meaning, and then somebody said it in a comment too, I've been meaning to make like a fucking bingo card for all the shit that they normally do, and then we can just check it off as soon as they do it. It's always calling their mom right after they get pulled over, or whoever, getting on the phone, calling somebody to get out of it, or, you know, they start screaming or crying or like faking like a heart attack or something. Like there's a bunch of shit they always do, and then all the shit she did, obviously.
This is when I started working out again 3 weeks ago.
I'll go check the inside with this guy.
Yeah, it's like, see, I'm not fat, man. 3 weeks ago, bro, I started working out. This is like a long time coming.
So now we're gonna need animal control, 2 small dogs, possibly Pomeranians.
All right, let's go inside.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody else in there. So the husband is in.
Yeah, they just take them to animal control? Like, they just take them away? Oh, that's kind of sad. Well, I mean, she wasn't very good, obviously.
Involved in it as well. I didn't think it was her on her own.
Well, that's what she's been saying to her husband, but
Why does she think she has a right to have a property when other people have to save up a down payment? It's crazy.
Bro, $545K for that piece of shit? That's a terrible... That looks like super distressed. Like, $545, that fixed up would be like $620, something like that, bro. Like, something nice. Like, in the low sixes.
just go ahead and announce yourself.
Weird property, bro.
There's some stuff in there. Paperwork.
Yo, she just sprawled out in the closet? What the fuck? What the fuck? That was like the first thing you did? You set your laptop down in the closet? What do you do? Did she literally just get in there and pop the lock off like that?
What about this? Shall I run this out?
I'm just taking her personal stuff.
Yo, I bet she was dancing around like, oh, we got a house. We didn't even pay anything. We got a house.
Get back. Come through.
Oh yeah. That's a flip right there. That's a fixer.
Look at this. They came prepared.
Oh yeah.
My sign on the floor. Here's the lockbox with the door handle. There's a baby's budgie here. Thank God there's no baby in it. Well, I can't see one, can you? You know what they put?
Oh my God, they find a fucking baby.
Dogs.
He even said see me in 30 days, but you antagonized that I would get arrested.
There's our sheet. As you can see, do you want to take a picture of this?
Bro, if I was a cop, I'd be like, it's lunch break time. Like, if I see in the back, I'm pulling up to wherever the fuck takes the longest, bro. And I'm getting whatever takes the longest there. Like, we're gonna sit. You could scream all you. I got my headphones in. Like, we straight.
This is a sign-in sheet. Look at the dates we're here. We have a crew that come and clean it and make sure everything's okay.
You're trying to ruin my life? You see a black woman all by herself and I'm the mastermind all of a sudden?
Absolutely nothing about anything that we've done
You were trying to grab me
had anything to do with race.
Yeah, bro, she crazy. It don't matter. It's not any of that. Like, you just came out crazy. Like, bruh, handle the situation smooth.
Hey, when I tried to tell you the front door, go play with the front door right now and see if you can open it from the front.
Oh.
Stay.
Well, she literally lied about every single thing. That's crazy, bro.
So according to this, in order to use adverse possession, you must move into an otherwise neglected property and improve the property, and the title can't be granted to you after a period of time, and it must be done in a visible manner such that is in conflict with the owner's right, none of which she does.
Oh, it directly. Okay, yeah, there was no chance. So okay, you can't do that as like a business model then. Yeah, no, there's more to that than what they said earlier.
I'm not gonna cooperate. It's okay. I'm just gonna do a quick pat either way because it's just for safety measures.
Safety measures for what? You got f***ing belts and everything on you. How safety for what?
You're getting
Look at
you're
me.
getting transported from one place to another.
I don't care.
Either way, like I said, I can just hold you here and I can just do a pat real quick.
Bro, is that the key? Just treat them like actual children. She's like, she's oh, okay. Well, you're being like she doesn't give a shit what she's saying, because none of it matters. She's just gonna ramble, and she knows it. Like, look at that face. She knows it.
But either way, it's gonna happen. Don't touch. And then I got to.
I have my own authority. I'm a sovereign citizen, so just don't touch me.
Well, we're going to. So
Don't touch me.
cooperate with the pat down.
You realize just how easy it is.
Yeah, that was a little weird, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit weird. You just grabbed her by her neck like that.
If you just. I just.
How big are your legs? If you spit on me, you're gonna get charged with additional.
Get out of me! Get out of me!
You put her on the wrap.
Don't touch me, you piece of trash! Get the f away from me! It's you, bitch! You guys broke it!
It's not broke. It's not broken. It's not broke.
Bro, that's got to be one too for the thing. Every time they say that shit, I broke my arm. Oh, my wrist is broken. Every time, bro.
It's broken!
It's not. She's already gotten out once. Oh, you slipped out of these before. So right now you're sitting here, and you can put these handcuffs behind your back.
I don't like you guys anymore. Like, I hate you all. And I hope you guys dies, and I hope your children dies.
Oh.
Like, I don't like you guys.
There it is. That's confirmed. Now they really gonna go with that. Oh, they probably weren't gonna do it at first, but now they gonna go with that.
And I can't wait for sovereign citizens to just come through.
Can't wait to see
When
the
that
charges,
war
bro.
begins, I can't wait. Don't talk to me. I'm an American, and I want to be the face of that war too.
Hi, I'm Officer Espinosa. I'm with Orange County Animal Services. I'm gonna be taking your 2 dogs. Okay,
Can you take the number?
Listen,
can
hold
you?
on.
Yo, to the person that's supposed to hold your fucking little dogs, and then you're gonna already put your hand up and treat. Oh my god, bro. I hope she goes for a really long time. She's such an awful human.
Can you take the number? Okay, bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, ugly bitch. That's why your skin sucks.
Are you on behalf of them wanting to press charges?
That's why your skin sucks? What? That was the most like direct, like lack of effort racist comment I've ever heard in my life. Holy shit.
This against her?
I'll check with the asset manager. Can I get back to you?
Well, the entire point of what we're doing is that you gave us the impression you wanted to press charges. If you're going to come back and say no, we have to let her go.
No, let's do it.
They can always change their minds and have the charges dropped later.
They
but
can,
if you being the representative want to press charges on their behalf, they can change their minds later.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can say no and we can release her.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think we should do then?
No, fuck, what? What? Why is it even a question, bro?
I cannot give you legal advice. I mean, regardless, I'm going to arrest her for the resisting charges.
And damage?
Well, that's on you guys. That's what I'm saying. Even if you don't know their firm answer right now, you are the representative. You can say yes to it right now. If they change.
Oh, okay. This is more of like him just representing in the correct way to the client, because they might not have wanted to press charges if she was like just some miscreant or something, you know?
Their minds. The state attorney's office will be contacting them regardless, and they would change their minds then.
Okay, put your hand behind your back then.
Break my wrist. You're not my authority. Break my wrist.
I ain't breaking no wrist.
Break my break my arm.
Oh, this is a weird, different tactic she's going for here. I don't know. I mean, you're complying, so it's working. You're saying weird things.
Put your hands together. Come out. Come out.
Let's just wait for the wrap.
Okay.
Oh, is that embarrassing ass fucking thing that they put you in?
I said no, right?
Oh, you're gonna.
I said no, right? I'll file him up. What's up?
Don't make it,
I'll
man.
file him up. Get the f away from me. Get the f away from me.
Then you go assault an officer, bro?
Hurry up or your legs right there. Ma'am, you really need to stop resisting.
Nope.
Bro, this slide killed me. I'm sorry. That killed me.
Get the f away from me.
Hurry up or your legs right there. Ma'am, you really need to stop resisting.
Nope.
Oh, yep. Oh, now the hood. Yo, she's hit every single box, I think. If this was, this would be like the epitome bingo video.
Now you have assault and battery on a police officer. Congratulations.
Awesome. There you go. We're good there. We're good.
When you have her ankles tightened, I'll pull her over in the grass.
Yep. Now pull over.
We're good?
Yep. Roll on your back. Stop resisting.
Please back up.
Roll over onto your back. All right, let me lift. There you go.
What did they do? Oh no, it's the whole thing. Oh no. Let me just.
There you go. Grab it.
You are doing this to yourself.
Bro, she's gonna have a heart attack. Like, she's made this so much worse on herself. And this is gonna be overwhelming for her, I think. Like, this is bad.
I don't care. You're hurting me. Get off. Get off of me. You can't do this. I'm a human. Get off. Get off. How is this legal? Get off of me.
Bro, you acted so crazy, though. They gotta do this shit. Like, this is ridiculous, but you made it this way. Like, this is ridiculous, but you made it this way. Yo, embarrassing, bro. And then they wheel your ass into the jail, bro. Like, oh my god. The embarrassment, dude.
Just in case, let me take the helmet. I don't know how she's going to react to this one.
The suspect, Ashley, was charged with felony escape, felony resisting with violence, felony battery on a law enforcement officer, providing...
Yo, they got her with escape because she loosened the handcuff a little bit? That's crazy.
False identification for giving the wrong last name, threats to law enforcement, burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, felony threats to a public servant, larceny, and trespassing by adverse...
Yo, you got a whole ass record in a day, in like a couple hours.
Possession without notice. There are no records indicating she filed any lawsuits against the involved
It was fake.
Officers or the property owners. Court records indicate she pleaded not guilty, bonded out, and has since stopped showing up to...
Oh, and failed to appear. Oh, she's done for.
Court, and her bond has since been forfeited. She is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, in Florida, it takes 7 straight years of living on a...
Yo, that was a good fucking video, bro. That was really fucking good. I already subbed to him. Man, Midwest Safety's never a fail, bro. He always has the best shit. I don't know where he gets them from. Man, that was fantastic. Sorry I yapped. That was 30 minutes. All right. Next video and last video today is going to be, can I make 5K in 14 days using gig apps? This is day 3. We watched 1 and 2 if you haven't seen those already. But I'm keeping up with the story. I was going to go do the 4th one as well. But we're going to hold that one off because he's still uploading these. This was 9 days ago. But yeah, here we go.
Have 12 days to make $5,000 doing gig work. I'm using Amazon Flex and Walmart Spark to make this happen. But today, everything that could go wrong did. There were no Amazon Flex routes because the station was shut down from the storms.
No, the whole dude, that's his bread and butter at the beginning of the day. He does that at like 3, 4 in the morning. Works like fucking 12, 16, 17 hours a day. Like insane work ethic, this guy. But man, the whole place was closed. How can they even do that? Just because it's storming.
And the Walmart orders absolutely sucked. And somehow, we still were supposed to make $337 just to stay on track.
Still trying to make that $5,000. This is going to be day 3, 6:31 right now. Didn't get an Amazon route. They've been closing the station on and off from what I've been reading on Facebook. We've been having this really bad storm this morning. As soon as there's ever lightning close to the Amazon station, they close it. We got our first order of the day. It's going to be $37.71. About 20 items, 8 miles to drive. I thought yesterday was going to be the...
bro. I get stressed out having to just Uber alone. Like having to just go Uber Eats. I don't Uber people. Uber Eats. And then doing that alone is like it's hard to want to go do it sometimes. Like it's good money when you're diamond. I'll tell you. But man, it's hard to go do it sometimes. And I couldn't do the shop ones, bro. Like those shit kills me, bro. I hate shopping. I fucking hate shopping. I don't know why people love doing that. They'll go just to look at shit. I don't understand that, bro. I'm forced to go out and buy something if I have to buy something. It's not that I want to. I want to go and look at all the options, bro. Put me on Amazon. Give me the cheapest one and bring it to me in 2 days. Or overnight if we can. That's cool. That's all I'm about, you know? I don't know. I mean, I assume a lot of people are like that, but
The worst day, but today might be it. Oh, identity verification. Always identity verification. Let's get in and out of here, though. 6:30.
dude, yeah, his yesterday one was terrible. Like he would send him like 60 miles out of the way for like no extra pay, essentially. So it was bad. And that one day ruined his whole like 14 days of getting to this goal. So he needs a good day, man.
33, by the way. They just don't have anything. What is this? Like, this is... How do I know I'm getting everything in this? If it's like, oh, it's this one, but how do I make sure that none of them are missing? There's nothing holding them together? It says 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless they're, like, bundled up somehow. There we go. All right, we need a second one.
That's Walmart for you, bro.
Oh, no. Look at these, man. That took forever, but we got it done. Order in the back seat's going to be for A. So we're going to take these first. And then what we're going to do, you want to put these between, even out the bag. And then the donuts, we're gonna just put them on the ground because they're gonna fall out of the bag if we leave them on top. That's A. This is B. We made it to the drop.
All for $30. Like, how long did it take you though? 37.
11.4.
That was probably like 2 hours, you think?
Okay, guys,
What
I
does this
decided
app
to take
say?
this order. It's 30.
Dude, I've never used this app. Walmart Spark. 11 miles for $30 is actually pretty good. I guess it's better on your car than like just driving only.
$30.20 going 11.4 miles, 38 minutes supposedly, but it does have like 15 items to shop. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. We're kind of running behind here. We might end up being out here a lot longer than I wanted to today just because of how slow it is. Let's get inside. Let's shop this. As we keep going through the challenge, there's that minimum of, I think it was around $350 that we need to make a day.
337.
Right? Because of what we did on Sunday, making that 550, that lowers the minimum of what we need to make that day. And as we keep going over that 340 or 350 minimum a day that we need to make, that gets lower because we're making more the previous days. That's the key.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You need a banger today.
Idea. I'm not too worried about the weekdays. It's just to maintain. Oh, this is such a fat instant offer. It's crazy. Oh, I wish we could take it. Damn, this was good too. This sucks. We're gonna be like 21 minutes away from the drop. This is what it's looking like. It's one order. It says we're gonna get there at 8:33.
Yo, he did all that shit in 30 minutes. Does it take less time to shop than I'm thinking? Wow, that's incredibly fast, no?
Back at the Walmart, $8.59 right now. Got another order. It's going to be for $28.52, 7.2 miles, 3 drop-offs. No need to shop it. We're going to pick up. It says the pickup time's for 9:05. I'm just going to head over.
Oh, so much easier. Okay, let's skip a little bit here. Oh, dude, it's not going up like it was the other days. Oh, man.
$21.74, shop 5 items, 5 miles, and they are going in like complete opposite directions for some reason. I have no idea why. There are so many people here doing Spark today. It is crazy. There is a good promo.
Bro, a small town. Like, this looks like a small... I don't know where he's at. It's got to be like Texas, bro. It's got to be Texas. Because their storms are bad, bro. Like, really fucking bad.
Mode today that I'm gonna...
And then in places like that, like, it is, like, there's so many people doing the Uber thing, and it's so vast and large that you can't, like, it's gonna be shit. Like, you're not gonna get good orders. You gotta be in the perfect spot. But in, like, a big city, like, dude, in Vegas, oh my god, bro. Uber's so fucking good here. Uber's so good. And I know exactly where to go and start it every time to get, like, the best shit. I don't know if everyone else has a similar experience, but the location, 100% matters. That's like that's probably the only thing that really matters when it comes to the Uber thing. Cause man, it's really easy when you do it right. And when you do it wrong, and you like leave it on when you finish an order in the wrong place, bro, like 13 miles, $5, like stuff like that, like really really shitty. And some people just do it. Some people do it, and I don't know. I couldn't do that, man. I couldn't work all day to make $35 and then pay to fill my gas tank too. Like, come on.
Gonna tell you, for 6 trips, it is going to give us $32, but if we complete 8 today, we're gonna get $42 on top of what we make, especially because we haven't even gotten really any $40 orders at all today. Let's get inside shop at 11:17.
This one, I think, is it? Let's go A2. Let's put that right there. This is B, and then we need 7. It's gonna be here, section 6, module 7. Then we need 2 of these.
Oh, they tell you exactly where it is? Oh, that might be easy, actually.
Nice, that's A2. 11:29, we're gonna be 6 minutes from the drop. We only had 2 items for order B, 5 items for order A.
Yo.
That will land us around 5 o'clock, depending on how long it takes for them to give us the order and such at the Walmart. 2:37 right now. Good news is we got the stuff. Bad news is they took off some of the orders, so we lost money. So instead of it being $80 and something cents, it's $73 and something.
Bro, this is a terrible day for him, man. This is the lowest I've seen it.
Minutes to the first drop off. We're gonna get there by 5:41, and hopefully this one doesn't take a crazy amount of time. Let's do it. Guys, I am so surprised that we even hit $300 today. I don't really know. It was so slow today, man. The amount of downtime was disgusting. I even was taking like the $20 orders that I really hate doing because they're just not worth it, but it's okay. You know, sometimes you got to make do. If the orders make sense and they follow that $3 per mile thing, I'll do it. Not all the time you could do it and justify it, especially if it's like triple apartments and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro, $3 a mile. You're gonna be waiting a long time for an order at $3 a mile. Like a long time, bro. I'll do 1 a mile. I live in a small city, so it's different.
What you should do and kind of adapt to that. Biggest thing I realize is take each day slow, but also do things fast. Take the orders as they're coming slowly. Think about it. Go through it. Does this make sense? Is this going to be worth your time doing it? But
bro, that's the biggest thing, I think. Because, like, I spent a lot of time before Ubering and just accept. Because I saw the videos like, oh, 10 hours accepting every order on Uber. And, like, I'd be like, oh, that's how you make money. And then I would just go out and try to do it. Nah, bro. Like, you got to be very specific about what you accept and decline. Like, that is 100% the entirety of the game. Like, if you're accepting an order that's not worth it, that's when you're waiting for it to get picked up and you're getting pissed off because they're taking too long because you picked a bad order. Flat and simple. Like, that's the biggest thing. It takes a while to learn it too. So if people don't just pick that up, you waste a lot of time. But let's see his recap. Started at 6:15 a.m. till 8:15. Worked 14 hours, bro. Holy shit.
Out there for a total of 14 hours from home to home. For mileage, we drove a total of 186 miles today, which is actually lowered compared to the past couple days. For gas, we paid $2.55 per gallon at Sam's Club today. The Prius averages,
bro, the cheapest fucking gas ever, and then the best car for it ever. 41 miles per gallon. Total of $11 in gas for the entire fucking day of driving.
Around 41 miles per gallon, so we used around 4.5 gallons, which comes out to around $11.50 in gas for the day. For Walmart Spark, we completed a total of 9 batches, bringing in $348.87. We actually got really lucky because the incentive wasn't tracking correctly during the day. It looked like it wasn't going to count and only give us $32, but they did end up giving us the full $42 for completing 8 trips. That definitely helped out a lot. That brings our gross total for today to $348.
Wow, that's actually crazy, bro. He actually pulled that shit out. That's a bad day. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, 556 the first day was insane. Like, I couldn't even believe it. That's why I was like, I'm watching this whole series. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be watching the rest too. So we'll watch day 4 on the next stream. But yeah, I'm gonna end this one tonight because I'm a little tired.